We need a response team.
The Avengers Initiative was shut down.
This isn't about the Avengers. These people may be isolated, unbalanced even, but I believe with the right push, they can be exactly what we need.
War is it won by sentiment, Director?
No, it's won by soldiers.
Right now, every single one of you out there, have a chance to be a part of the greatest organization the NFL has ever seen, the Dallas Cowboys. And you are fans of a championship football team. And what do? You blog. You blog so hard that you're running up and down the internet all night long. If it's 4 o'clock in the morning and you got to get another story out, you blog. You know why? Because you know more about your team than anybody else. There's 32 teams in the league. 32 teams. You expect them to know every team like you know yours? Wait, they don't. They don't. And how do you do this? You go to the Dallas Cowboys show, you get a blog, and you blog about the Cowboys. You blog all night long about the Cowboys. You tell people what they need to know about the Cowboys instead of letting people tell you. That's what you did all last year. No more. You know why? Because we have the internet. All you have to do is have heart. And you can do it. You know why? Because you're a fan of a championship football team. And a fan of the championship football team, they give everything. They give everything they got to help their team make it to the Super Bowl. And if you're not willing, as a fan, to give it all you got, then you go to the New England Patriots. Blog, 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 blog. There's nothing better than that. Nothing more fulfilling. Nothing more special. Blog.
We just waiting on my boy Landlord to get his picture going.
Man, why this man always in witness protection, man? this man always doing something or somewhere where he cannot show his location or identity, and he wonder why nobody trusts him.
And then we had this video at first, bro. It's like, what you doing, bro?
I do be wanting to know what kind of espionage, secret life of pies this man living.
Wow. Y'all ain't no good.
Yeah, bro. Like, hey, you know that ain't a good look. You already know that, OG.
It ain't gonna be long. I'm
all right. You see how he surprised us, though? You see how he surprised us? Well, let's get to it, bro. Y'all already know what it is. Listen, let me tell you the best news, and I'm gonna be all the way honest on this, bro. I mean what I'm getting ready to say, too, bro. I swear to God, on everything, bro. The fact that D.A. Lee said this, bro, this all I need to see. I mean that. If anybody know D.A. Lee, D.A. Lee does not play about front office, bro. And this is what he said. We gave up a 5th and got back a 7th to trade for Joe Milton. Buddy has a cannon for an arm. Mechanics need some fine-tuning. Zone read nightmare for opposing teams. Throws on the move, play action all day. Welcome to Dallas. And see, D.A. Lee, he got that right type of I would call it righteous indignation, bro. You feel me? It's not too much. It's just right. It's just like Goldilocks porch. So obviously we go kick it off with thoughts on Joe Milton before I get into this debate, because we got some people coming today. I got to smoke a couple of people that's going to be coming a little bit later. I'm going to be smoking.
You put them in the back.
Say, man, with ease. With ease. But listen, shout out to Ray. Shout out to Terrence. Because at least they like y'all. When we disagree, we meet in the arena. You feel me? Ain't no sneak dissing. It might be some sneak dissing, but you have to face me now. You feel me? You have to face me now. But at least people willing to do that. But let's get into that before they walk in. Shoot, I ain't gonna pick because both of y'all my homies. I don't know who to pick between you two.
Well, you know, landlord ain't worth a damn, so I'm gonna go ahead and go.
Wow.
Joe Milton, man. Listen, dog. Like real talk, no funny business. Like Joe Milton is a damn good project quarterback. Like when you talk about the prototypical stuff you look for, skill set wise, athleticism, right? This man is like 6'5". However much weight. They say he ran a 4.5. I heard reports he can throw the ball 85 yards in the air. So when you talk about a toolbox and having the right kind of equipment in there to be successful at the next level, he has that. The issue with Joe Milton, as he pointed out right there, is everything up here in the mechanics. So some of his decision making, you know, back at college at Tennessee, he'll put the ball in play for no reason, for absolutely no reason, going down facing pressure. Like he'll panic sometime when pressure get there, and he'll just put the ball in the air. But he didn't throw a lot of picks though. Like his last year at Tennessee was like 20 touchdowns, five interceptions, ran for another 7, right under 300 yards on the ground. So he's a dual threat quarterback. He has size and athleticism, and you know I think he's a better prospect to look at than a Trey Lance. You know what I'm saying? Because there is no rush to try and get him out there on the field. Trey Lance, you know, was always trying to live up to that expectation of being a 3rd overall prospect, not a 3rd round prospect, 3rd overall prospect. You know,
big shoes to fill.
Big shoes to fill. So you know, there's not that kind of pressure for Joe Milton. Joe Milton coming in with a chip on his shoulder, trying to prove to people that he belongs in the National Football League. So, and what I like about the Joe Milton acquisition, what a lot of people aren't actually saying, Joe Milton chose the Dallas Cowboys. Like, Henry, what you talking about? What you mean he got traded? There were better offers on the table from the New England Patriots. Right, from the New England Patriots, there were better offers. Like, there were multiple teams, the Raiders, the Eagles. There was a lot of folks out there that wanted Joe Milton. But Joe Milton wanted to play for Dallas, so they honored that. Right, they honored that. They could have got a better deal, but they sent him somewhere that he wanted to go. You know, because they fool with Joe Milton like that. So I thought the fact that he wanted to be here, that he even chose this place to come, says a lot about his character. He knows that he's coming in behind an all-pro quarterback, and he's not scared to work. So I like
Absolutely. That. This, I feel like this is one of the first times we really got the prototype right. You know what I'm saying? Dallas was one of the weirdest places ever when it comes to backup quarterbacks, because in my mind, I look at a backup as a lesser version of my starter. So, like, I don't have to change my whole game plan completely just to play somebody. You see what I'm saying? You would have noticed a drastic difference between the way we played with Cooper Rush and the way we played with Dak Prescott. Sometimes it worked out in our favor and it was a winning formula. So, it ain't no hate on it. But I like a person that I don't have to change my whole thing. I can still do some of the same things I got with this guy. So he's a more than athletic guy. You know what I'm saying? He got a super big arm. He throwing the ball flat-footed, 80 yards. He going crazy with it. And I like the fact that he picked us too. You know what I'm saying? That shows that he's up for the challenge and he feel like he can come in here and help this team out. So I'm with it, man. I like the move that we did for a 5th round pick, got a 7th round back, and we still got another 5th round pick if I'm not mistaken. So it's not like we just out of the 5th round. Now, according to the draft, I still feel like we might need to be like, you know, if our guys ain't there, trading back might look a little more attractive now. You know what I'm saying? Because you can still get one of your premium players and get another 2nd. I feel like the sweet spot in the draft is the 2nd round. I feel like that's a sweet spot in them. So what you think, boss?
I agree.
Man, I got so much to say about it, bro. Like, and
somebody predicted this trade too, by the way. My fault.
Yeah, it's been going around. It's likely been in the works because you know, we don't get that lucky.
You don't get it on the head. Like, I think you brought that to my attention. Somebody published that and was like, "This is a trade idea."
Mm-hmm.
Lou, be on standby, bro, if you can, because when we start boxing, I might need you. If you could, I'll send you the link. You know,
Shout out to Lou, man. Shout out to Lou
Shout out
Texas.
to Luke.
because see, I got to be careful. I'm in here with 2 former ops.
Mm-mm.
I ain't
I can't really call y'all ops though,
I ain't
because
trying
y'all
to
was,
back you up.
man, y'all went hard the other day, bro. Listen, y'all got to promote. But let me answer that question first. The first thing about this, bro, is obviously it's one major thing out the way, right? Because I said this the other day, man. If the Dallas Cowboys are really serious about going into the draft to do true BPA, then they plug, and I gave some examples. Now, these ain't just actuals, these are examples. You know what I'm saying? So obviously QB was third on my list. You feel me? So the fact that they obviously got this dude, that means that we one step closer to having true BPA. So that's what I'm really trying to do for Brian Schottenheimer. And that's something to me that we should be all putting pressure on front office to get done for him. You know, because if you don't, you just talking. I swear to God. And I'm not even trying to hear nothing about your draft and optimism until you get that out the way. Because let's just be honest. By this time in free agency, which we in week 4, you barely see any moves. So we asking the Dallas Cowboys to at least make 3 moves. To be honest, I might be happy with 2 because it rarely happens. That's my first thought on it before I give my other thought.
Okay, I like what you said though, because this is one of the rare instances where you would have thought that we wouldn't have made no move, but we came through. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, I feel like at the beginning of Mike McCarthy's tenure, he did that pretty well. You know what I'm saying? If you think back, he was one of the first people that got us a backup quarterback. You remember we never had a backup quarterback for real. You remember? Like, he brought in Andy Dalton. Before then, we knew if that got hurt, it was over. We didn't have nobody that was even noteworthy that backed up that at all. If you go back and if you think about it. So I feel like in the beginning, they usually give you the tools to be able to be in a position to go BPA. So yeah, I feel like I said this too, boss. If they don't do that for Brian Schottenheimer, I really feel like they coming into this relationship with bad faith. Like for real. Like they should help him get in a position so he can have the best draft possible. And if that's the only way they can do that is to fill those voids that we got, at least to some degree. You don't have to be starters, but you at least need somebody there that you feel comfortable about in case this draft go awry or it don't go your way. So yeah, I feel like we need to pay attention to that. If the Dallas Cowboys want to act like they moving differently, they got to put Brian Schottenheimer in a better situation. And like we said, the only way you could do that is fill those voids.
Well, hey, this is sort of similar to what me and Boss talked about not too long ago, man. Because me and Boss had a conversation on the phone because, you know, we wasn't really feeling how Shotty came in with the energy, you know, the happy-go-lucky, I'm just happy to be on the yacht kind of energy he had when he talked about Jerry and them. But I told Boss this, man. You know, this is my opinion on this. I'm gonna let him play this out because either he a hoe or he knows something we don't know. And you know, because we were talking about there being these holes and him being happy and complicit, talking about BPA.
You gotta explain that though.
Want me to explain it? All right,
yeah,
cool.
because people don't know what you mean. I get the abundance, but elaborate.
All right, so cool. So really what I was saying from my standpoint on this is Brian Schottenheimer was acting like he was just gonna shut up and take it with the moves that were made, and the moves were not good. Like let's be real. They made a bunch of moves and trades. They're like over a dozen, and none of them for really any starting caliber quality player. And he acting like that is good enough to take into the draft. At least he spoke like that, right? But like I told Boss when we were having our conversation, I'm not going to rule it out yet because these kind of things do take time. See, they might have some stuff in the oven ready to come out. So that's why I said either he a hoe, he just going to sit back there and take it, or he knows some that we don't know. And one of those moves came to fruition recently with the acquisition of Joe Milton. That's one of the pieces coming off of the board. So I'm not saying that everything that we've been praying for is going to manifest. I'm not saying they're going to sign Keenan Allen. I'm not saying that Asante Samuel going to be here. But I am saying that There are probably other moves that they're trying to make to add more players into this mixture before the draft gets here. They've been very vocal about making trade. They've been very vocal about not being done in free agency. Now it may not be the people we want, but I do believe that they're going to make an attempt to put more people in the room before the draft starts.
I agree.
I'm gonna tell y'all something, and I'm dead ass on this, brother. I'm honestly thinking about changing my name, bro. I'm in real thoughts about this, bro. I think I'm showing too much respect to the Cowboys to be over here talking about Boss Cowboy. My new name finna be Boss Show Me. I swear to God, I've been really contemplating taking them all the way off my name until you show me. You know what I mean? So it's one of them things to where we got Ray in the building. What's up, Ray?
What's up? How we do? Y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you fine, big guy. We got Ray right on time. You ready for this ass whooping, bro? What'd you say?
What they say on Harlem Nights? Somebody gonna get their ass whooped.
So we just basically, obviously we talking about Milton. It's but we you obviously jump in on this. But before we get your input on it, I wanted to play a video from not Mike McCarthy, from Brian Schottenheimer. To me, that adds another layer of my love for Joe Milton. So I want y'all to just kind of sit back, play this, and we go start it off with you, Ray, since you came in. Y'all give me 1 second to pull this clip. 1 second, man. I gotta fly this plane. Y'all know how it go, man. I'm used to that.
Already. So, Hen, what do you grade this move by the Cowboys?
No, check this out. Before you do the grades, I'm gonna play the video, then we can go there. You ready?
I'm just trying to buy us time. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I appreciate it. OG stuff. Here we go.
Already.
Right now. Bam.
Back to offense to a certain extent. The need for number 2 receiver behind the CD level. You talk about that, getting that more juice in the passing game.
Yeah. Again, CD's an incredible player. Always looking to add depth at that room. Again, really proud of Jalen Tolbert. I've talked about him from the time we started talking about it 2 years ago when he was improving to now we talk about him as the leading receiver, touchdown-wise on our team. Along with finding guys and adding more pieces, it's our job as a staff to be a developmental staff, right? We need to get these guys like Ryan Flournoy, Mingo to take the next.
Nah, that's the wrong clip.
I don't want to hear that either.
Yeah, because that's a whole other subject to where I'm like, Brian, bro, shut up, bro. Like, I ain't hearing that. Yeah, you over talking about you need to develop them. Hold on real quick.
You talking about the people that I want you to draft like they don't even exist.
But hey, can I be fair with the shit though?
Go ahead.
He still doubled down and said that they're looking for explosive number 2s and evaluating the draft. He said they got to get their shit together, and we gonna look for some other folks in the meantime. That's what he's
talking out the side of his neck, though.
That was he said in a very professional manner. Because I still need you until I find somebody.
If he's gonna go explosive in this draft, they would make the pick Golden the pick, in my opinion, because what he did running a 40 or 4.29 at the combine, he's got that speed. You need a receiver to complement CD. CD eats the best in the slot, in my opinion. So you need someone that can play those boundaries, that can get that burst of speed. The Brandon Cooks. Someone can do what Brandon Cooks did before he got to Dallas. That's what you need.
I was about to say, because
I'm glad you threw that in there.
In Dallas, in my opinion, he did not.
He did fit Dallas.
I mean, I can't say he did nothing, but we expected more. I think that's fair. I think that's fair to say. Everybody expected a little more from Brandon Cooks.
I got 2 clips. Y'all ready? Found it.
I'm down.
Let's do it.
You put a lot on quarterbacks, and that's the benefit of having a veteran like Dak. He can handle a lot of it.
He needs to be mobile, though. I mean, I think that he was early in his career to really make Clayton's run game go. I know his success has been with a mobile quarterback.
Well, it's funny when you talk to Clayton, he said the thing about Kyler is Kyler never really wanted to run. He was really good, but he said he'd go into certain games, he'd be like, man, I really don't want to, I'm not feeling running this week, but
this next part finna be so interesting. It's like perfect for Joe. Listen.
Dak's ability to create not just in the running game, but again, playing above the 2.3. They were saying a stat the other day that was really interesting, like quarterback scrambles are up. I don't know the percentage, I don't remember, but that's where the game's going. Why is the game going that way? Well, these defensive lines are freaking incredibly talented, and they're deep. Most teams now have 4, 5, 6 first rounders on their front 7, so the pass rush has become really, really good. So I would say that's the bigger part of it, not just Clayton's run game, but the ability to extend plays, and then when things break down, pull it down and make you 6, 8, 10 yards.
So everything about that screamed athletic quarterback. That's why at first I was saying we probably need to bring back Trey Lance. I was not feeling at all the thought of us going with one of these traditional quarterbacks, especially when I heard his vision and what's going on with the NFL. Yeah. So Ray, I said I was gonna kick it off with you. What's your thoughts on that?
Man, it was a lot. You said it right there. You know how he mentioned the front 7 first?
Yeah.
I think there's going to be an emphasis more on the front 7. You look what they got at defensive end specifically. You got Kendricks coming back. He's going to be healthy. I'm sorry, not Kendricks. I mean, Nealon. Forgive me. Nealon. Nealon. I'm sorry. Nealon, he got hurt his rookie year. You got Sam Williams about to bounce back. Contract year. Might I add, you know how players do in them contract years. They ball out. You got Dante Fowler back. You got Michael Parsons. I could see them adding one more edge possibly. I think that depends what happens in the first round. If you get in the first round, you think Ted McMillan is gone. Running back you want is gone. Golden is gone. What do you think about a guy like maybe a Mike Green to put on the opposite side of Michael Parsons? Or what do you think? What's a guy out of Tennessee, Pierce? I think that's a guy that could eat well along with Micah. So here's what I'm thinking with that. Even to go back to the other clip, like you said, you still gotta get the receiver. You gotta get explosiveness. I think he just wants to find the best playmakers. No matter where they are playing on the field, he wants playmakers and game changers. That's what I take for that the most.
Because what he was saying in that clip was the change in the NFL going with more athletic quarterbacks because they need to be able to buy time, So that kind of pointed to a certain type. I'm gonna pass it to you right now, Henny, because he had another clip I'm gonna play real quick and we'll talk about it. Here we go.
Quarterback spot. I know you said there's kind of a desire to get younger behind Dak, but would a veteran still be on the table, a veteran option in free agency?
Yeah, I think so. We're open to anything. Again, we're all.
Boy, that boy was smoke screening, wasn't it? God damn. Hold on, let me go back, bro, because remember they was leaking out there. Oh, we go draft him. Remember that? We go draft the youngster. And so that's why Nick came out first with the rumors of them drafting. So hold on, listen.
The backup quarterback spot. I know you said there's kind of a desire to get younger behind.
So you see how he said it's a desire to get younger, because that's what they was leaking out. They was saying the Cowboys want to get younger, meaning they want to draft him. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden they pop up with Joe.
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Do the acquisition of Milton, do that take away from you drafting a quarterback now?
You got 3.
I don't think so. I don't think
3.
You can take it, I guess, if he does. I would say it does put you in a better position for BPA all around.
You don't have to draft the quarterback, but I'm just trying to see, do you think that's quarterback is no longer on the Dallas Cowboys table now?
It shouldn't be as a need. But now if you just get one that's just like, hey, bro, this is the 5th round.
This is Jalen Milroe.
Jalen Milroe right there. This is what we wanted them to do. We didn't want them to go into the draft. That's why I swear to God I hated them saying at first we was looking to go younger, because first of all it was telegraphing what you go do. Like, why would you do that?
You get
That's what they do. They do that all the time.
Like
but this was a smoke screen, right? Which I actually commend them for. Right? This was a diversion. A good move, right? And they sent a major smoke signal out there that it was false.
But,
I think it was.
We know how they operate, though, man. Like, if you spent a draft pick on Joe Milton is now one of your 5th round draft picks, so they already done drafted a quarterback in their mind.
Yeah.
What I don't like about it though is like, you got to think. It seems like the Cowboys still operating that cheap cheap zone. And I'm gonna tell you why I feel that way. Instead of using our real picks, we collect comp
He said the
picks.
real picks.
Yeah, we collect comp picks, and then we will and deal them the next year. So what are we really willing and dealing when you're thinking about it?
It's free money at that point.
You see what I'm saying? They still playing the cheap game, y'all. And
Hold
I don't want to make this a complaint, but I'm just saying I just don't like the fact that we're not really risking nothing. Everything we ever did since Amari Cooper, it seemed like it's been a 5th round pick. We don't go no higher than a 5th. That's it. Well,
Man,
we got Terrence Parsons in the house real quick, man. So he came to get his ass whooped too.
We gave
so
what's call him a 4th though for Trey Lance though.
Can I say something though?
I mean to cut you off real quick. I just want to just kind of just get a victim of, you know, I ain't mean call you victim because that's what you're getting ready to be, dog.
What's happening, TP?
It's crazy.
Gucci, man.
What up, TP?
Y'all know I come prepared, man.
We gonna see.
But can I say something real quick though?
Of course.
If you go look over the history of the Cowboys finding serviceable quarterbacks late in the draft or undrafted, they got a good track record. What was old boy? They had Matt Moore. They drafted years ago. They went to Miami and did some things. Mike White recently, the Cowboys drafted him. He went on, to have a good little run as a backup quarterback for the Jets. Tony Romo, undrafted free agent. So they found some guys that are Cooper Rush. They found serviceable backup quarterbacks later on in the draft. So,
what up, Chris?
I mean, I don't count out still. Like if some guy's there that's undrafted or late, later in the draft, I take them. I mean, at that point, if you're doing BPA, if there's still a good quarterback available, fuck it, take him.
I really think you should draft a quarterback every year. Real talk. That's a good flip. If you think about it, just imagine if you hitting on quarterback and people want your quarterback, you can will and deal with it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we just did.
It's facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's a good commodity to have.
We did it 2 years in a row, matter of fact. So you ain't lying. We did it with Trey Lance.
We buying everybody else quarterback when we could be sellers.
Did we flip Mike White or did Mike White just leave?
I think we cut him. Or something like that. I think he was a after the training camp casualty.
What Marcus G said, I think it depends on who coming out. Landlord, you my boy, but you might be being too cute on that. You know what I mean?
I like Kyle McCord personally.
I mean, I ain't saying spend no premium draft picks, but you got to understand how.
You just saying be open to it from a flip.
Just
see, that's the see, bro. I'm gonna tell you what's going on, bro. That's your trap mind, bro. I'm gonna just be honest with you, bro.
I'm trying to flip.
I know you trying to flip, bro. You a trapper, bro. That's what trappers think, bro. No, you a trapper, bro. So like that's that trap mind of yours, bro. Like we not dope dealers no more in here, bro.
We've been doing it though.
What's that?
That was the New England way. I'm just trying to do a little something like.
Nah, man, I think that's the trap, bro. Be honest with you, my dog, bro. But that's that trap, bro. Come on, now.
New England not doing that?
Explain, bro. Actually, they was though. You right. You right.
Garoppolo.
Yeah, they did.
Garoppolo, Matt Castle,
and they got a old boy, the black one.
And they just got us.
Good point. I ain't gonna fight you when you're right.
The New England way, bro. Real
I ain't gonna fight you when you're right. You got a point. You made a good case.
They flipped the shit out of us quarterback.
See, but this the problem. Ray and T not gonna be able to do what you just did.
Why is that?
You talking about make a good point like that?
Nah, they ain't gonna be able to do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. They ain't gonna be able to do that shit. All right, cause we getting ready to flip this. T, since you coming in, we obviously want to hear your opinion on this Joe Milton, and I want to kind of low key say this, and I really mean this too, bro. What I'm getting ready to say, I really do hate that I'm finna fight my boy TP, because we usually on the same page, huh? T, man, you be like bros, like in terms of how we see the game, bro. I can't believe me and you like on different sides right now. It's like it's hurting my heart. But what's your thoughts on Joe, bro?
Oh, I think Joe good, man. I think he can be a solid backup. He got the potential and the upside to be a starting quarterback. And that's what I'm interested in, for real. To see him in the preseason, training camp, see how he developed throughout the years behind Dak, and see if he can really be something because he got the athleticism, he got the arm. I mean, it's just gonna be reads and accuracy.
All right, so it's that time, bro. It's that time. So let's get into it, bro. I'm ready to squad. Let's go. I'm sick of this. All right. So let me first kind of show kind of like what's kind of going on so everybody can get caught up. First of all, I do respect the fact, and I really mean this, bro. I respect the hell out the fact that both of y'all are willing to face, you know what I mean, and kind of debate this out, like on man stuff. Like this is how men supposed to do it. Just to be honest, if you see something on a different level, let's talk it out. Right? Let's talk it out because maybe you go make some points. Maybe I'm gonna make some points, but if we dodge it, if we talk over each other, or if we talk at each other, we'll never be able to have a true war room experience. So this is Ray. Ray say you don't take a guard in first round. If you're a first year head coach, you want BPA, and essentially a game changer, playmaker. His own words, he said that build from the inside out, which I think you kind of got that context wrong. We'll talk about that.
Well, he said outside in the video.
Build from the outside.
Yeah, outside in, my bad. And then it's Terrence. And Terrence say, do people not realize our online got better when Zach Martin got hurt? LOL, our blocking got better. I agree. But you will have on this app, you will have people on this app, which I took as a personal shot at me, dog.
He upped the blick on you, didn't it?
Man, he upped the blink on me like, say, bro, put my name on that. You hear me? He said, but you will have people on this app say, we need to draft somebody to replace me, replace him. He's already been replaced. Let's go get some weapons and play ball.
That part right there.
Well, let's go then. You kick it off then if you think you froggy, homeboy.
Man, let's go get some weapons and play ball for real.
See, let me say this, man, between you and Ray. The first thing between you and Ray that's messed up, bro, is y'all not listening to y'all head coach, bro. Y'all not.
I'm not listening. I hear what my head coach say.
No, you don't, because this is him right here. I need you to listen. Check this out.
And is there anything else you'd like to do before the draft starts?
Well, first and foremost, we're always looking to create competition. We're certainly not done, whether that remains in free agency over the next, couple weeks, or whether that's through the draft. We really want to attack the front, on both sides of the line of scrimmage. We really want to attack the front, on both sides of the line of scrimmage. I'm really excited about what we did to attack the front, on both sides of the line of scrimmage. We want to attack the front, on both sides of the line of scrimmage. I'm really excited about what we did on the defensive side of the ball up front. Getting guys like Solomon Thomas, Peyton Turner, to get Dante to come back. Those are guys that give us an edge to play on the edge. The more I learn about Solomon, I met him a couple years ago at Dak's event. His story's incredible. His leadership skills.
East shakes out. You've obviously been in the division. What do you think that you guys have to do to be able to compete in this division to win the division?
Well, again, I think number one, it's an incredibly difficult division. Addressing the front seven on both sides of the ball. Addressing the front seven on both sides of the ball is something that we've wanted. Addressing the front seven on both sides of the ball is something that we've wanted to do. Seven on both sides of the ball.
Bro, you play that clip one more time.
Hey man, it's just obvious you ain't listening. So I gotta play it a couple times because you ain't heard it. Like you ain't heard it. So hey, I gotta make it clear, Ray.
I heard it.
Again, one of the mantras of our program is going to be you got to own the line of scrimmage, and so our program is going to be you got to own the line of scrimmage. Again, one of the mantras of our program is going to be you got to own the line of scrimmage. One of the mantras of our program is going to be you got to own the line of scrimmage. And so,
see, I don't want y'all to think I'm making this shit up.
Right? You're there for the cook, right? For the cook. So,
no, hold on, quick, man. Let me just get it all out, bro. Let me just get it all out, and I'm gonna smoke y'all. Just hold on.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I just want to know: is we talking about at 12, or we talking about You know what I'm saying? Period.
See, they talking about not at first
12.
round, period.
Not
Oh, you
first
talking
round,
about
period.
12. You talking about not at first round at all?
Not in the first round at all.
Oh, hold
See,
on. No,
y'all-
wait, you ain't listening to your head coach, bro. You just
know why I'm
disrespectful.
saying this. I don't know if I need to say nothing.
Listen,
They know
I
why.
do
I
listen to my head
Y'all
coach.
know where I stand as well, so
Hold
I'm
on,
just gonna sit back.
listen. I do listen to my head coach, and my head coach also said that we need to draft a playmaker because we don't want to be drafting at 12 again. Now play that part.
He want to draft a play. I'm gonna play that part because I'm gonna show you, man, that you got that out of context. But
And
let
that's
me
where he
finish.
said build from the outside in. He specifically said receiver, corner, edge, outside in. So that's why I was saying he wants the difference
Hey
maker.
man, come on now, TP, Ray. Let's keep it real, bro. That's a smoke screen, bro. This a clear smoke screen because we'd have at CTP. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You my boy, but I'm disappointed as fuck you too, bro. Cause see, you know that you ain't never heard nobody say you build from the outside in, bro. You ain't never heard that, bro. He's sending a smoke signal out there.
Hold on, listen.
Mafia said he gonna start smoking crack if we draft another trench player in the first. So y'all,
Listen, Lord, we gotta pray.
Hey, listen. Hold on real quick. Hold on. I gotta say something to Hen and Landlord real quick because
Go
I
ahead.
know them dudes, bro. Them dudes is like,
We trying to let you live.
I know. I see you. I see you because I see y'all itching, bro. I see y'all itching, but I want to just whoop Ray and TP first. Then I'll whoop all four of you motherfuckers. You hear me?
you ain't won no boxing match with us. Man. I don't know why you believe you can.
Man, hold on, bro. Wait. Let me smoke Ray, and TP, and then I come around to y'all.
I just want to say we left you with cartoon knots every time.
See, man. See, I can't.
I'm just saying that's all I want.
Hey, listen, y'all know I got the buttons, bro. So
You should have been using them then. 'Cause you're not
TP.
using the home field advantage to your.
I'm talking about his hat was standing about this tall up.
See, y'all can't
It
help
was
yourself,
real,
bro. That's
bro.
why I'm trying to calm y'all down. Let me first whoop them, and then I got you, bro. I promise. I'm gonna whoop all of y'all. Just let me whoop them first.
You must admit,
Listen,
me
one at a
and
time.
him we been sitting back. Me and him been sitting back. We
But
ain't even attacked
now
yet.
you're talking though, bro. Now you can't stop.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's
Go
on
ahead.
TP.
Do your thing.
Go ahead.
Get him, TP. Get him.
Man, look.
Get him,
At
Craig.
no point in time did this man talk about drafting a lineman in the first round. He said address, and then he talked about free agency. We already know Steven didn't talk about trades. Bro, we didn't drafted 2 offensive linemen in the first round in the last 3 years. There's no way we go first round linemen again. There's just no way. Looking at the weapons, looking at the game, there's only so many trench guys you can have. You need weapons, you gotta score points. Period.
That's the best you got. You got to get Ray in there because you gonna need some help, bro. You gonna need some help, Ray. What you gotta say?
Can I get
Yeah,
tagged
I'll
in?
let you get a double tag. I can duck both of
Let
y'all.
me get a
This
tag team,
easy.
all right. Okay. Let me tell you. Let's go back to something he said. He said he never wants to draft at 12 again. Correct. All right. In the NFL, you have a lot of premium positions that demand high dollar. We know this front office don't like spending money. Period. So what you do is you get those premium players in the draft, so you're not paying fucking market money for them. You have them for 5 years. Then you worry about paying them later on down the road. But you want to get those premium positions taken care of at 12, okay? When you look at the list of needs of this team, and I made a little chart for y'all, I'll show it on here in a second. Some of the biggest needs for this team: wide receiver. You still need a running back. You still need help at defensive tackle. You need a corner for sure after losing Jordan Lewis. So those are 5 big money positions that you got to pay top dollar for a good free agent on the market. We know they're not going to do that. So at 12, those guys are bigger impacts than a Tyler Booker at guard. At 12, the only way you take a Tyler Booker at 12, the board has to be completely wiped out. And even then, so I'm trading back, and I'm still can find someone that was better than a Tyler Booker in the first round.
All right.
I'm not drafting the offensive line in the first round, period. There's no way.
Wait.
There's
This
no way.
shows me that y'all didn't listen to your head coach.
Anything else you'd like to
At
do?
no point did he talk about.
Hold on real quick. Hold on. Yes, he did, bro. He said that he wants to address the trenches on both sides.
But
first.
not at 12. But he didn't say he would do that at 12, though. He didn't say he would do it at 12.
Listen, see, this is what y'all.
I'ma
This
play
is
mediator.
nefarious, bro.
I'ma
This is
play
straight
mediator.
nefarious.
Hold
What
on,
you doing?
hold on.
How the hell you gonna say
Hold
it's
on.
not first and not be talking about 12? What's the
play
first pick we
mediator
got,
a
Ray
little
Ray?
bit.
Let landlord do
Keep it real now.
Hold on. I'm gonna play mediator a little bit. I just want to ask a question. I'm not on nobody's side, but I see where Boss coming from. I see where y'all coming from. I just want to ask: is Brian Schottenheimer? Is it possible, Boss? Because I know you convinced that he's talking about drafting somebody to make the line better, right? And
No,
that's
I'm not.
saying-
I'm not even really saying that. What I'm saying, just so you'll know where I'm coming from.
Okay.
I'm saying that the head coach that we just listened to 3 separate times said in 3 different moments that the trenches on both sides is the priority. And he even mentioned it again when he was talking about how to face the division. People got to remember what's on the other side of the division and the people that just won a championship. We got Jordan Davis going into year 4. We got Carter going into year 3, dog. So and he addressing that right now. If we just listen to him, listen.
I just
Hold on, wait.
No, listen to him. I want everybody to listen to the head coach.
But boss, hold
No,
on.
he didn't say this part yet. Can I play this first in? I know you ready to go.
No, I ain't saying nothing about an hour, man. Can I just say it?
Yeah.
Okay. So he said trenches on both sides of the ball, right?
Yeah, he did.
All right. So how you know he ain't talking about one of these raggedy ass edges? That they
What
love
defensive tackles?
They got Shamar. They got Shamar over there taking pictures from the press box right now in Dallas. From Texas A&M.
You say
that.
you
Or
say
could be
he,
a smoke screen, like you said earlier. Smoke screen.
if you listen to, if you even listen to what he said when he said the identity that he wants to have is physical. So that's obviously not even just dealing with no edges. If you talking about edges, you ain't talking about physical, because a lot of times they trying to get around you. So if you're talking about physical, you're putting
That man had a 10 on his RAS score.
Let me play the clip, man. I want y'all to listen to the head coach.
And is there anything else you'd like to do before the draft starts?
Well, first and foremost, we're always looking to create competition. We're certainly not done, whether that remains in free agency over the next, couple weeks, or whether that's through the draft. We really want to attack the front, on both sides of the line. We want to attack the front, on both sides of the line of scrimmage. To attack the front, on both sides of the line of scrimmage. I'm really excited about what we did on the defensive side of the ball.
So notice he started talking about the defensive side of the ball, because that's what he addressed first in free agency. So that means that he still could be open to doing it, because at the same time, the problem that I have with what Ray said is need shouldn't be the conversation, in my opinion, at 12. 12 should be about the freak.
I'm kind of with you on that though, boss. You don't want to get it wrong trying to reach.
Yeah, you don't want to get it wrong, bro. Like and you don't want to pass up on who clearly better, because we might even see Booker different, but it's other players there that I want to show real quick that could slip, right? And I just want us to talk about this, right? I want us to talk about this because I do have a feeling, especially when I'm listening and I'm looking at the draft board, what if Will Campbell falls? You telling me you're not interested in Will Campbell?
Some people aren't, depending on what position they play him at.
I'm thinking like, all right, TP, can I make one case and then I'm gonna sit back and let you make the case, and then we'll close this part out and we'll talk more football. All right, this is my case, and I want you and Ray to really hear me out, because I think the issue is what's the vision. So let me just paint the vision, and then I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna take y'all bullets. So this is the vision that I see. So DeMarco Murray, okay, his best year was when? – 2014, the year they dragged Zach Martin, where he had 1,800 yards. And you see Ray making that face because it's a checkmate on him. You know what I'm saying? And
So
you
Ryan
ain't
was already complete.
No, that's when we drafted
Exactly.
Zach Martin.
I know,
No,
but he completed
he was the
the
final
last
piece.
one.
That's
Exactly,
my
he
point.
completed
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do now, is complete the piece too, dog.
I think Lyle Collins was the final piece.
No, Lyle Collins was not the final piece. He came the year after, man. You got to know your history.
Lyle Collins was after Zach Martin, so he would have been the final.
Yeah,
piece.
but no. See, you don't know your history. The offensive left guard on this one was Leary, who was a super. Yeah, so no, we didn't need Lyle Collins.
Plugged in.
No, Leary was actually starting. He got injured, and that's when Lyle Collins got in, and he was just as good.
Yeah.
He wasn't good as the senior Leary, but he was a true. And you making my point when you got Lyle Collins, who was a substitute for Leary. What happened the very next year, bro? Come on now, Darren McFadden in 10 games had 1,000 yards. You gonna act like that's not no goddamn weapon? You gonna act like that wasn't because of the offensive line? Come on now, we need to stop the cap. Like these trenches don't make no big difference to the run game, especially when we talking about the final piece. You got your head coach over here really saying that we want to be physical, and then you stuck on finesse shit. Like now, bro, we got to really get down to the real nitty gritty. The real nitty gritty is if there's a potential push guy that's gonna take our offensive line to the next level, how can we act like that's not even something we should consider? And then if you even look at Zeke the year after that, I'm just giving y'all the vision, my dog. Why you fussing at me? What I do to you, TP? And I know you right on that. You right. We ain't got no. Yeah. And see, listen. Let me tell you something about you, TP. Let me tell you something. I'm just keeping it all the way real with you. I saw how you was last year, so I know you meant what you said, bro. You was sick as hell when we get Coleman last year, bro. And guess what? And let me give you some credit. You was right. You was right. See, I'm gonna give you credit on that. But this is where you wrong. We still can get the weapon. We need to put pressure on Dallas to go ahead and trade for him or go get Keenan Allen.
No. That's a 1 year fix.
Y'all love Keenan Allen.
You don't? What the hell wrong with you?
About a 1 year fix.
Yeah, and sometimes all you need. Cause see, hold on real quick. Cause how you gonna be like you not cool with that 1 year fix when they said themselves that they want to have a receiver to be able to go BPA. If you get Keenan Allen, you can truly go BPA. You don't want that big dog.
They said explosive. His exact words. He wants an explosive receiver. Keenan Allen.
He didn't say that, bro. He didn't say explosive receiver.
He did say that.
Big cap.
They did say explosive though.
They did say explosive.
He said explosive, but he said explosive receiver. He tried to fast talk, and that ain't gonna work on me. See, because I broke down every clip, so you can't just say that with me.
If we're not looking at receiver at number one, we're dead wrong. Period.
So hold on real quick. No, that don't mean you dead wrong, bro. Let me ask you a question. No, let me ask you a question. What if we traded for a quality receiver? Number 2 receiver. What if we went out there and got somebody like a Waddle? How would you feel? Would you be cool with it then?
I would be jumping for joy right now.
Bro, if you say still draft the receiver, Ray, go sit your ass down.
Hold on. If we traded for Waddle, you said what now? You will draft.
I still draft another receiver.
I still draft another receiver. In what round?
Not first. I mean, it depends who's available. If you still got one of those,
I ain't mad at you on that.
Yeah. Like listen. Regardless of what happened, I'm walking away with a receiver at some point in the draft. But I would not be as thirsty for a wide receiver in the first if we had a Waddle.
That's fair.
But the issue.
Waddle, bro.
Hold on. The issue
my bad.
is that we are smoking crack, and we think Dallas Cowboys going to make a move like that.
Exactly.
They don't do shit like that. That's why
Thank you.
I ain't fighting you right now. Why you in the fight?
Because I'm just talking to you.
That's my dog. That's my dog.
Throw some names out there.
Hey, Hitty, you a good fighter. You my dog.
We got
throw some names out there.
Hitty is my dog, bro. That's fucking fight. Because I'm smoking them right now.
You're not smoking.
I'm trying to lay back and let them fight.
I am.
They can't fight, bro. They not good.
Okay, so give me some names of receivers.
I'm just trying to leave it alone.
Because I know y'all itching. Hey, listen, y'all. We done had this fight many times, bro.
Just listen, boss. Like,
I'm listening.
Like if you really look around the league, who's taking offensive linemen in the first round if they don't need to? Nobody.
Wait. I don't make my decisions off other people. That's called a follow.
Listen. The Eagles doesn't have that offensive line that they had, and they hadn't drafted the offensive lineman since 2019. And even the lineman that they drafted in 2019.
Why would they draft one when they already got the number 1 line, bro? They line complete. Come on now.
Listen, that's what I'm saying is they didn't get that by drafting them in the first round. They didn't do that by that.
Yeah, but they still got the best. It's about the result. If you did a redraft on pretty much every one of them dudes, they'd be first rounders because of the quality in which they play with. Now, come on now.
Listen. Stop it.
Oh, I lied on that, or did I tell the truth? You telling me on a redraft the number one offensive line wouldn't be considered higher? Come on now, you got to keep it real now, TP. You're not doing that.
The only first round lineman that they drafted was Lane Johnson.
No, man, no, bro. Because you know you would right now. What's my Alabama? You know who I'm talking about, landlord. Play center for y'all. The guard for Philly. Landon Dixon, a goddamn dog. If you did a redraft right now, he'll be a top 10 and you know it.
What's sad though is like we knew that though. Like why we didn't get him?
He had that ACL.
He was a veteran on the line. He been holding.
Yeah, he was a dog.
We knew he was gonna be good.
Right.
Listen.
Have y'all seen the list of players that the Cowboys have brought in for their 30 visits in Dallas Day?
We need X's and O's. Like, we need talent. Like the line is sufficient enough right now to where we don't need to draft one in the first round. I don't care what we're talking about. Like the offensive line right now is good enough. What we needed last year was a scheme. We got a scheme now. We got an offensive coordinator. We got an offensive line coach.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Let them go to work. Let them go to work. Now it's time to draft weapons and then see if we need a lineman. Let your second round lineman that you just drafted, let your second year lineman, let's see if they improve. Let's see what Brock Hoffman got. Let's see what Bass got, and then let's get to work. But we need weapons right now. It ain't no draft the offensive lineman, get weapons later. No, we need weapons now. Offensive line later.
All right,
I ain't gonna lie, man.
I'm gonna bring this home this way. No, let me ask. I gotta ask y'all real quick. Hold on, I gotta ask a real quick question to every one of y'all. It's gonna be fast. You just answer it honestly. Let's say none of y'all got a significant other right now. Let's go back to the day when you was high school, right? And let's say you was on prom night. You hear me? Listen. You're on prom night, and then after prom night, you know you do your thing on prom night with your lady, and you ask her, "Baby, how was I?" And she say, "You were sufficient." How would you feel, Ray? Do you want to hear sufficient or dominant? Yes or no? What you want to hear, goddammit? What you want to hear, Ray? Sufficient is prom night. This the one you thinking about. Just answer the question. It's quick. Do you want to hear sufficient like what TP just said, or you want to hear dominant?
Shit.
All right, you already know that.
The young me would say, "Shit, nigga, I got mine. If you didn't get yours, that's the young me saying."
See, you dodging, landlord. In anything in life, do you want to be sufficient or dominant?
I'm a dominant type of guy.
Already, because you're an OG. Hit it. Wait, TP, you next, TP, you next, TP. You ain't got to skip Henny. Henny. I don't want to ask you, Henny, because I know how you move. You slippery as hell. That boy Henny slippery as fuck.
Because listen, we play like we talk about. We play like I would never ask that question, nigga.
But see, that's why I said you slippery, bro. I didn't want to ask you, bro.
I'm gonna answer it for you though.
Okay.
Dominant.
That's my dog. All right, TP, you got it.
Come on, man. Everybody will be dominant, but in terms of football,
so why you over talking about sufficient? You talking about we sufficient?
Because in terms of football, you don't need a dominant offensive line. If anything, you need a dominant defense.
Oh, so you just watched Philly win the Super Bowl and you got the nerve to say that? Oh, you out your mind? You just watched Philly win the Super Bowl, TP, and you gonna come at us like that? How dare you do that to us, TP?
Time out. I watched Philly win the Super Bowl behind a dominant defensive line, not an offensive. Defensive.
Oh my God!
What that boy Big said. Excuse me, flows just ran through me. The content is running through me right now. I'm trying to hold myself. I'm trying to stand back.
I'm trying to let them by.
It's contagious like the hiccups. So what he said?
We done fought this man for months at this point. So I'm just trying to let y'all.
I'm letting y'all get out. And I'm supposed to be the mediator. My bad. Go
obviously, we know Philly D-line is offensive line is dominant too, but they really went off the dominant defensive line.
They won that game off the defensive line. They got her off the offensive line, and you know I'm telling the truth, TP. Stop that.
Y'all gonna have to respect the focal-pointed mediator.
Right, they really got their own defense.
You're gonna have to respect the focal-pointed mediator. All right.
That's a point. Hey, TP, you got a good point on that, but we can't. Cause see, this is what I ain't gonna never do. I ain't gonna never lie to kick it. When you make a good point, I'm acknowledge it. That's a good damn point. But you also got to give credit to their offensive line, don't you, TP? Yeah, keep it real now.
For sure.
Hey, so was they dominant or not, TP?
Yeah, they was dominant.
Or was they sufficient?
Can we
I
ask?
think it's
Can we
dominant.
ask the
But I'm saying-
question though,
but
how they
listen, though.
constructed the line? Because
But-
you want to listen. The issue is not about first round offensive line. You just want a dominant offensive line.
Right.
If we can build it other ways than using pick 12, would you not also be happy, or would you?
I would be.
Okay.
If
then.
you could give me a solution to be dominant without doing it at 12, I'll be absolutely open to that. But what I'm saying is I don't think there's no free agents that's on Tyler Booker level or on Will Campbell level. I'm just keeping it real.
Okay.
I think if you get any one of those guys right now, you got a major physicality, and that's exactly what your head coach said he wanted.
Okay,
So
but,
I'm-
but listen real quick. That's cool, right? That's cool. I understand what you're saying, but it's also the true on the flip side. We could get a Keenan Allen, or we could make a trade for a veteran wide receiver, and they probably still might not be as good as one of these wide receivers in the first. So, regardless of how we get there, there will still have to be a compromise. I want you to understand that from both ends of why people are fighting the way
I'm
they
with
fight.
it.
And I just want to say this, speak my piece. I feel like when it came to y'all assessment on Philly, I feel like it was a little misdirected. Because I feel like the way that
You're
Philly
supposed to
got
be the
them-
moderator.
No, this is all I'm gonna say. I'm just saying, I'm speaking my 2 cents. Y'all ain't respecting my moderation. They've been talking over me. But listen, all I'm gonna say is y'all talking about offensive lines and defensive lines. Now, for the most part, Philly had those same lines. What was different? Saquon Barkley was the difference on the Philadelphia Eagles. Now,
Yeah,
let's get away from that. Like, we talking about lines when they still had Jalen Carter and what the other dude name? The other big
Trevor
dude.
Davis.
They had both of them, and they had this same old line last year.
No, they had a worse O line this year because Mekhi Becton was a plug and play guy they picked up as a free agent, and
what was the big difference?
And
So
they
now it's
retired.
4-on-1. You see how it's 4-on-1 now? That's what we doing. It's 4-on-1. That's what we doing. We jumping boss today? Is it jump boss day?
I'm not saying nothing else after this. All I'm saying is it's obvious that the biggest result, the biggest difference on the Philadelphia Eagles was a powerhouse named Saquon Barkley that ran them to the Super Bowl.
So since you jumped in, I got to punch you back. So because we also got to then make the case, because Saquon obviously superior talent behind that offensive line. But let's not act like the same guy that we just picked up in free agency didn't have a massive year behind that offensive line. So what he actually did, and I'm talking about Sanders. Sanders had 1,300 yards and 13 touchdowns with that offensive line.
He did.
Yeah,
but was it anything like Saquon?
No. But no. I know you're talking about 2 years ago, but we talking about the circumstances of when he did it. He did that behind what? Philly's offensive line, and he didn't repeat that. Did he? No. So it was the difference was the offensive line. So it's not about it being 2 years ago. It's about it being when did he take advantage? Just like what I just showed y'all, DeMarco Murray took advantage of it. Just like I showed you, Darren McFadden took advantage of it, and young Zeke. So there seems to be a coincidence that if you hold on real quick, let me finish my thought. This is the thing I'm gonna say. So there's an obvious pattern that when you truly make a dominant offensive line, that it always helps your back, and it's a long history of it. Whether it's Saquon, who looked like he was falling off a cliff until you put him behind a dominant offensive line, or it was Miles Sanders, who left that and he never was the same until he had that offensive line. I rest my case.
Okay, let me say this real quick. 5 seconds.
No, damn it. You don't get 5
Y'all, hey, Chad, tell the truth. Ain't I doing a good job at whipping 4 people?
Go ahead.
No, I'm about to whip you.
Hold on. The boss, you told a half truth. That line was formulated the entire time Miles Sanders was there. He never reached the 1,000-yard mark outside of that 1 year. He had that line all the other years as well, and only did it once. So it still has something to do with his level of performance, more so than the offensive line as well. Because he
touches, because they did a committee.
Time out.
No, I'm not keeping it 100, dog.
Look, your point, boss, it works both ways though. Because you saying that Miles Sanders never duplicated what he did with that line, but at the same time, Miles Sanders didn't do what Saquon Barkley did.
Of course,
he didn't.
Saquon different.
That's the point. We talking about the weapon enhanced Philly line. That's all I'm saying. You talking about how good Miles Sanders was. Of course he was good, but he wasn't Saquon Barkley good. No, It's the weapon that enhanced Philly line and made it unfair. That's what that was.
I
thought you was the moderator. Now I'm fighting you.
Nah, because I'm about to cook
You ain't
you.
letting me
I'm about to
moderate
cook you.
anyway. So
Soon as I get in, I'm gonna cook you.
you ain't listening to me one
You
time.
the dirtiest ass moderator, you
Look,
crooked judge, you
I was-
nefarious dope dealer. How you gonna be over here?
Yeah, dope dealer's crazy.
They do me so dirty.
You the first.
Why snitching over
Hey,
here, man?
hey, listen. Nah, I'm just messing with my boy. Hey, listen, man. And if anybody ever was in that trade and you changed your life, hey, man, shout out to you, bro. I ain't trying to judge you at all, landlord, in your background. You hear me?
It's crazy.
They gonna put it on me.
Hey, listen, we all had our sins, bro. Let's keep it real. I have too. So if you that type of dude that like to play that trap, go for it.
See, then what it is, dudes.
Shout out to Samuel Cross.
Look, dudes wear clear glasses and try to act like they ain't like that no more.
Yeah.
You put the clear glasses on when he want to be smart. I get you, man. I'm gonna leave you alone.
Yeah. And see, my boy D.A. Lee, man, he say landlord caught a straight.
I'm catching all kind of strays, ain't it, DA? It's wild out here. And I'm just trying to be the moderator.
Hey, listen. I just listen, man. First of all, good debate. And I do respect everybody on this panel, real talk. And war rooms are called war rooms for a reason, right? It's stuff like this to where you're really trying to get down to it.
Going high, Tyler Booker, guard, Alabama. The general manager that drafts Tyler Booker knows that they're going to get one of the elite guards in the NFL for a decade. And when they put in that pick, they're probably going to get booed. People aren't going to be excited about it. There's going to be all sorts of sports talk radio about it. And they're going to have to endure that. But they're also going to sleep like babies on Thursday night of the draft, getting ready for Friday, because they know they just got a starter who's going to be a great player and is going to bring that kind of level of attention to detail and team leadership that you look for in your locker room.
He might be the second offensive lineman off the board. I don't think that's that great.
Yeah. After bombing the last two drafts, I don't know what the Dallas Cowboys are going to draft Tyler Booker at 12.
Me neither. Yeah. They don't do low RAS scores. They don't
do low RAS scores. Even though, listen, I had to
listen. At 100.
I had to defend Tyler Booker because they were talking like he wasn't the first round pick. This is not true.
Hey, fight Ray on that, because Ray on that bullshit. Like Ray.
I said he won the 12th. I said he won the 12th overall.
I got your words. I got your words in writing. Don't do me, dog. I got you in writing, man. Hold on, bro. Let me see who this is. Who is this? You don't take a guard in first round. This says nothing about no damn 12.
Who is this?
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I want to ask you: is this you? Hey, the guy in the bottom?
Is this you?
Is this you? Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I want to ask: is this you that's talking about 12, or did this man in writing say first round?
He said for first year head coach though, boss. We do got to.
No, you try. Hey, get your slip ass out of here, dog. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you slipping.
Their parameters.
No, bro. Listen, bro. Can I do my damn job? I'm over here backing up into his own words.
Read the whole text.
No, hold on. Wait. No.
Read it from.
Hey, Terrence Parsons. Let me ask you a question, bro. If you was on the jury and you heard a witness lie, what would you say about that witness?
What is going on?
Would you strike him? Would you strike him? Be honest.
Yeah.
Hey, TP, you my dog for life, dog. You know why? You keep it 100. You kept your integrity like Ray did not. Because Ray said, he said 12, and his own goddamn words say first round. Objection for what? You moderator, crooked, dope dealer judge. Like, get out of here, you nefarious ass boy. Get out of here, you cheater.
Let's read the whole context. I'm gonna read it out loud. I'm reading out loud from the room.
No, I know what you said at the end. You shouldn't try to defend it, bro. We know what you said at the end, bro, that you said a head coach. No, you said first round. That's the key word right there. And you're a false witness right now, and you should be declared guilty and kicked up out of here. Matter of fact, let me kick you out right now, goddammit, because I'm sick of this. I ain't gonna do him like that, man. But no, I have to do him like that. At least put him in timeout for a second, because I can't do that shit that he just did, that old fake stuff. I'm just messing with. Come on back, Ray.
Your Honor, in my client's defense, there were clear parameters set and situations to discuss. He said a first round pick at guard would not be a good idea for a first-year head coach. He would like the first-year head coach to get BPA. And if the guard, their his is not BPA at the time, he should not take said player. If Ted McMillan is on the board, he should not pass on him like a boss cowboy did in a mock draft before.
I hate it. I can't do it with you.
Hire him. You see how dirty they do everything. It's wild out here in these streets.
It's wild in these streets. Hey, shout out to Coach. Hey, shout out to Coach Fowl in the building. We got we got Coach Fowl in the building, man. So Fowler, Dante Fowler Jr. stuff.
Shout out to Coach.
His dad, and he's a coach. So I always refer to him as his title, Coach Fowler. You know what I mean? He's a defensive coach.
I'm excited about Dante.
Man, I'm excited about that. Hey,
I ain't lying.
All right, so listen, y'all. Let's put it. I ain't gonna put it to a vote because I already know I'm always outnumbered on this. But let's just transition to something, man. Let's transition to something.
Let's do it.
Real quick. Obviously, we got Terrence in the house, and Terrence, you like one of the posts that I had on Twitter where I was talking about Jerry, right? And I was saying that Jerry loves to basically stir up stuff, right? And it's just basically for publicity. I want to ask you a question first, Terrence.
Mm-hmm.
How does it feel when people basically check your background to, because obviously Mike is your brother and you the one that came out with that the deal was about done, which I know is true. I believe with all my heart. Why would a brother make something up like that? That's just crazy, right? But how does it feel though to have a lot of media people kind of checking behind you to see if what you're saying is true? Like, what's your feelings behind that?
I mean, I'm cool with that because I feel like you should never believe exactly what you hear.
That's real. That's fair. Because I think that is fair that they did check behind you. But at the same time, I also want to say this. I did a lot of research on this. This ain't addressed at you, Terrence. This is addressed at the panel. I'm gonna go with you on this, Henny. What if I could prove to you that Jerry loves to just stir up stuff during slow days?
I believe that to be the case as well.
I believe that 100.
Okay. So we ain't even really got to get into the details of that. You know what I'm saying? Because in my opinion, and T, you ain't got to jump in on this because I think some things do need to be confidential with a brother, right? In my personal opinion, I think Parsons is already done. This is my opinion on this. It's not Terrence, this is my opinion. And I just don't believe for 1 second that Jerry is dumb enough to act like that he don't know the agent unless he doing that on purpose. What's your thoughts on that, Henny?
Man, Jerry Jones is everything I say about landlord is exactly how Jerry Jones really be moving. I be playing when I be talking about.
Wait a minute.
I be playing when I be talking about landlord. But it really applies to Jerry. He's nefarious. He's a swindler. He a finesse.
He said a swindler.
Swindler. Dog, my dog hit it.
That man be on bullshit.
I know. With friends like y'all, I don't need no enemies. I tell you that much.
Hey, you cover all your bases covered. Then see?
You know what I'm saying? I'm good.
You good? We got you. That's what friends are for. We cover all your needs and necessities. You never need another hater again in your life. You got hit in the more, nigga. I'ma hate on you every day I wake up. so yeah, though. But to the point of what we talk about with Jerry, though, man, he has a history and a background of doing this because you don't become $1 billion organization without being good at marketing, without being good at brand building and brand recognition.
That's fact.
So when it gets to the lean times like this, in between the draft and everything else, you have to stir the pot a little bit.
That's right, you do. It's business. Yeah. It's business. Yeah, and I get that. And it's what I don't like is the business part start to hurt your team. Yeah, that's the part I don't like.
That's when it's so
where it becomes a distraction.
Like last year, CeeDee Lamb ain't even at training camp. That's when it starts to bleed over and affects the well-being of your team. And we don't support that. It's football over everything with me, but I don't see that in this organization.
That's honestly what's frustrating me, Ray. Is that they keep coming out and denying that them delaying doesn't hurt. And it hurts, bro. Like, that arrogance it gives me a bad feeling that they still have not learned to put this team first, Ray.
Let's ask everybody this real quick. I'm gonna ask the panel one question. I'm done.
I was shooting at the Ray.
No, this just for like I'm just piggybacking off what you said.
Okay.
As far as CeeDee Lamb go, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being peak CeeDee Lamb, 1,700 yards CeeDee Lamb. What was CeeDee Lamb after the holdout? Let me know.
Exactly.
I'm
Good
gonna start with
question.
you, boss. What
Good
was
question.
that? On a scale of 1 to 10, what was
They
CeeDee
screwed him, bro. They took about 400 yards off of him, man. They guaranteed a slow start, bro. And they also admitted it. Like CeeDee Lamb tried to talk tough. Remember, he came out that practice, that one little physical practice, and he was like, okay, I'm ready now. No, the fuck you ain't. You ain't ready. How you gonna have one practice get hit one time and say you ready for a whole long season? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They took about 400 yards. That's right. They took about 400 yards off of him and Dak. Yeah, and see, and it's just that's why I can't give front office no pass, bro. I don't and I won't. And it's not about being negative about front office. It's about accountability to front office, and they still arrogant about it, Ray.
What about you, Terrence? What you feel like? What level was Terrence? I mean, what level was CeeDee Lamb?
Ray, I keep trying to get you in there. That's landlord. That ain't me, dog.
I was going.
My bad. Hey, I'll let you moderate. Let me just back
up. I just asked the panel a question because I was piggybacking off what you said. I was just asking the panel a
question.
7. 7?
Yeah.
7 what?
At the beginning of the year, he probably got up to a 7, so I give you that. But at the beginning of the year, he was low. What about you, Hen?
I'm not. His ability wasn't low. It was just not
surroundings.
Just not being on the field with the quarterback. You know what I mean? Like
right.
All the time.
No, I'm not talking about him being bad. I'm talking about him missing time affecting his effectiveness. You see what I'm saying? Like I think that was obvious. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. You're saying.
But it was a combination of a bunch of things, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, I think it played a big part in the slow start. You know, because listen, they were up here doing all this contract negotiating, fighting, arguing, holdouts. You don't get Dak Prescott done to the very end. Even his agent came out and said that Jerry Jones and them was late to the table. CeeDee Lamb missing training camp and all this other shit going on. So yes, it played a big part in that, man. Matter of fact, I don't think the Saint game goes the way that it goes if Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb are on the same page.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that missed touchdown early on, that was from them not having time on task together.
Another thing that's evident in that, look how good CeeDee Lamb got later on in the year.
Right.
He was like, this is obvious stuff. I just want
to
y'all
good point, landlord.
You know like
right.
CeeDee Lamb was not who he supposed to be at the beginning of the year. During the rest of the year, CeeDee Lamb became CeeDee Lamb again.
But think about this too.
Him while Dak was there. That's all.
How much better would he be?
Listen, you saying that, and he was still top 5 in receiving.
Yeah.
But
so
he
got on a hot streak
because he a dog like that.
He top 2 in all other times. This man coming off a record-setting season. 1100 yards ain't CeeDee Lamb like.
And that's why I love how you set up that question, landlord, when you said 1,700, how much got dropped off from that? That's the first way to ask it. That was genius.
Yeah.
But think about this too. Also, how much of an impact would it been if CD wasn't doubled all the time and you had production from your wide receiver too, or if Jake Ferg would have produced because Jake Ferguson didn't do shit last year. How much more?
To the choir with that. I ain't got nothing about that.
How much more effective would he have been? So that's why, again, going back to this draft, you need someone opposite of CD to relieve that pressure off of CD because we know CD don't get double teamed all the time.
Anybody a premier guy.
But Terrence, let me push you back a little bit on that, bro. Like, cause CeeDee Lamb was banged up and he still was that dude. It's like, why do tight ends get passes that weapons never get?
Hold on. Time out. That's a shoulder. You know what I mean? You can live with it. You know what I mean? He had that knee injury early. You know what I mean? That's different.
Okay, you right.
Hey, let me ask
you right. A knee is way different than a shoulder. I ain't gonna fight on that.
Let me ask y'all a question real quick though. So we talk about our boy Jake Ferguson. Y'all give him a contract or no?
No.
Hell no.
Right now for a low one. I saw him on a low right now.
Team friendly. Okay,
yeah, team. Not even team friendly. No.
I want to talk about that. I want to talk about that real quick because I said something about this in another show. Mr. Ray, we always do that, right? That's a problem with me. Cause like, okay, he had a low year, he had an underwhelming year, and we say, oh, let's sign him for cheap. Why are we signing him at all for real?
I agree.
Like, why do we do that all the time? I feel like we back ourselves in the corner doing that all the time.
Here's why.
Like, we should be trying to find somebody who's better, who's performing better.
Hold on.
You doing?
We can still do that. You know what I mean? We can still do that.
What is it for an office?
Keep Berg and get somebody else.
Yeah, my whole
I
thing
ain't
is,
mad at that.
my whole thing is, it's like he was emerging. Then he had to start with the injury and everything, and then he kind of never got right. The only person who was really concerned with getting him the ball is Dak. So when he went out, it was really cooked for him because the only person Cooper Rush was looking for is CD. It was clear and obvious. You know what I mean? He's not looking for nobody but CD. If somebody else come open, okay. But other than that, he's looking at CD all time, every time. So I mean, like
down a lot of plays too.
Yeah, you know. So it's like you gotta you gotta see what he does this year.
But hey, but this the thing about Furr that we don't talk about because we like him. He's had exactly 1 year of production in 3 years. It's gonna be year 4. He didn't really do. He showed flashes year 1 as a rookie. He was real good his second year. He took off.
We still had Schultz that first year.
Yeah, I know. But that's what I'm saying.
That's fair.
He has no production though. He had the flashes as a rookie. He had the good year his second year. He didn't do shit this year. This is year 4. So out of the 3 years
in a contract year,
football year, yeah. And listen, everybody balls in a contract year.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, that's why tight end is a sneaky position for me.
It is for me too.
But
it is for me
right
too.
Now,
Hey.
I've been wanting Dak to have a premier, dominant, athletic, gangster tight end forever, and he ain't really had one. Dalton Schultz was a good, productive tight end, but I'm talking about a gangster mismatch tight end. We ain't had that.
Let me give my take on why I would not sign Ferg or nobody even like a Ferg, right? I don't believe that you ever supposed to sign a tight end to a major deal or any contract unless they're special, because our history shows that every tight end is very replaceable. Everyone. If you go from the history of what happened with Witten to Swam, they had the same production. Then you had Swam go from Swam to Jarwin, same production. Jarwin went to Schultz, same production. Schultz went to Ferg, same production. So you always getting about 600-700 yards off these same type of tight ends. It shows that they all replaceable. So unless you're dealing with like the guy that got signed today from Arizona, yeah, McBride, unless you're talking about Bowers, McBride, or we talking about my boy out of Kansas City, just replace tight ends. It's just what it is. And I'm gonna tell you one thing that aggravates the hell out of me, and I'm just being honest on my aggravations. I hate how tight end get a pass that running back never gets, because the truth is tight end should be treated like running back. Just like they always say, you can replace any one of these guys in the third round. If you go look at the most successful tight ends, they all third rounders. Kelsey a third rounder, Kittle third rounder. You know what I'm saying? My boy out the Ravens third rounder. Like they got two tight ends. Yeah, they got two tight ends. So it's like you keep getting your best performers out of round 3, round 4. You got Bowers a first, and you got McBride that was a second. But the most of them that really jump out the league is like late rounders, bro. And I just hate the hypocrisy that they always give tight end a pass.
And I got a late round
that real quick.
I got a late round tight end for y'all. If you want a late round tight end, I tell you one you should look at. He come from tight end U, which is Iowa.
Yeah,
Luke Lachey.
Yeah,
Luke Lachey. I'm telling you, that kid.
I'm with you on Luke.
I've seen his release. That boy got some moves on him. Put him in the
Hold on. I gotta address something real quick. Hold on. I gotta hold on real quick, landlord. I'm gonna be real quick on this because I see what's happening. Like you say, leaders don't skip OTAs and training camp. That's addressed that Micah Robert. Hold on real quick. I got it, T. Let me tell y'all something, bro. That's one of the biggest lies that was started on Micah last year, bro. That's one of the biggest lies, because if you go look at Micah from 2 years ago, Micah missed those OTAs too, and guess what they did? They praised him for it, because that's when he was with Wildsworth. What's his name? He was with Andrew Whitworth, and guess what they did? They praised him for it. But last year, when the contract started to get closer, Now they trying to make it seem like he not a leader if he don't come to OTAs. If you go listen to that interview with Jerry, they asked him 2 times about them goddamn OTAs, and he never answered it. You know why? Because it really ain't no big deal. And if you really go look at what Micah is really doing during those time of OTAs, he's not sitting on his fucking hands. He working with a specialized coach every time. And when you got a certain type of money and a certain type of budget, you supposed to be able to put your money on specialized training. And I'd rather him be doing that than sitting him on some more boring ass rookie practices. So it's like, huh?
OTAs, that's for rookies. And
exactly. And then
aren't playing for real.
Right. And you got to look around the league. See, Tuck, the one that hit me to this. Like, if you look around the league, dog, most of your vets not in no OTAs. But what we do, because the media planted that in our heads, we think that everybody's supposed to be there. And guess what? If you go look at our history, there's a whole lot of people that miss OTAs, like Romo, like DeMarcus Ware, like all these people we praise. They wasn't at no OTAs. So I'm going to say this. I ain't never go hold Micah or none of our players to a standard that nobody else is held to.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you.
It's so much instead of putting them in the contracts. You get bonuses for showing up.
I agree with you on that, boss. But you gotta think this is also, I ain't saying this is a knock on Mike or anything like that, but you do have a first-year defensive coordinator. This is your third new defensive coordinator in 3 years. You need to be in OTAs because they're implementing a new system. You need him there. If he's going to be the leader, which he is the leader now on this defense, he needs to be the one helping implement this new defense to the team and to these young guys that are coming in. That ain't a knock on him saying that he's not a leader. I think Micah is a leader, like for real. But I think it is important when you got new system, new regime, that all your stars, be there.
Let me push back.
Oh, y'all just want to stay on this? Go ahead.
It's gonna be quick. My only little pushback on that is this, bro. Nobody wasn't talking about the fact that Micah and Diggs was the leaders with Zim on those early morning training camp practices, having specialized coaching sessions that other people begin to join them on. You see what I'm saying? So if you showing me at any time that you're willing to put in the extra work, you can miss OTAs. And Micah, in my opinion, has showed so many times he's willing to put in the extra work. I think I'm just being all the way honest. I think we make too big of a deal of saying leadership with OTAs. I don't think they go hand in hand at all.
I mean, listen, the way the Cowboys do business.
Most of the veterans ain't gonna be there any damn way. The only people that gonna pick up anything during the OTAs are the little young ass pups. They ain't gonna fucking play anyway.
I was liking the
and to get to the point that we're talking about, like, do we not see Micah leading? Did he not have Sam Williams out there doing hit training and boxing shit, taking him under his wings, helping him improve? Had this nigga not, been at the Pass Rush Summit trying to improve his game and also mentor other people? So can we say that the man is not a leader? He doing all this extracurricular stuff outside of his contract to help benefit the team?
I mean, how vocal Micah is, that's almost leader stuff right there. Like, people that don't know how to speak, you can't be a leader. But I'm going to say this right here. I wanted to talk about the tight ends. If we want to keep going doing this when we can, let me know, boss. How you feeling?
We go any way y'all want.
I want to backtrack a little bit, to be honest, because I ain't get to go off on boss like I wanted to.
Okay, do your thing.
Hold on, wait. Before you punch on me, bro, because I know you still over there steaming from that ass whooping. My boy said, don't care. I'm still correct. Let me say this real quick, bro. Hold on real quick. I do want to say this. This is very important to me. This is super important to me on what I'm getting ready to say. The reason why Ray and Terrence are here is because we wanted to really debate this out in good faith. This ain't a competition. At the end of the day, the best idea should win. It's not about me, Ray, or my dog Henny, my dog Landlord. It ain't about TP. When somebody is actually presenting facts, we all should come around. You know what I'm saying? And that's just keeping it 100, bro. And I felt like I presented facts on Michael Parsons. So I would never understand people that'd be like, I don't care what you just said, I'm correct. All of us gotta eat humbleness if facts is presented. That's all I'm gonna say about that, bro. And that'll make us better as fans, and I mean that. What was you gonna say, TP?
You're right.
I'm glad you just said that, because now
Here we go. Let's go, dude. He said he want to backtrack. You want to go all the way back to the fight?
Yeah. Now listen.
Damn. Oh Lord.
Now listen though. Listen. Because you brought up Miles Sanders and 1,300 yards, right?
Yeah,
you
I
know,
did.
We go down
13 touchdowns.
We go down from week 7 to week 18. Got 1,000. Now you telling me if he would have started and got those carries all season, he would have touched 1,300?
Hold on. You talking about
Yeah.
Hold on. Who you talking about? Rico?
Offensive line.
If they would have focused on the run earlier in the season, we gave him touches. Hey, he didn't start getting touches to the end of the year. We can't lie like he was getting carries. That would be un-American if we did that. We are American, aren't we, boss? Are you a Nazi? Are you a communist?
I'm trying to figure out if you think you landed a punch on that or not, because you sure didn't.
He would have got 1,300. I'm just saying he would have got 1,300. But my thing is, we want better because we seen he got 1,000 yards, but he couldn't get a run over 25 yards.
I don't care about the more pretty runs.
Imagine if we had.
What's your point? Like what? What's your point? I'm trying to get your point.
If we had a prolific back, his 1,000 or whatever, how many weeks that was? 9 weeks, 10 weeks. His 1,000 could have been 1,300 had he been a prolific back. Weapons. We need weapons. Our offensive line is solid. We need weapons.
So Terrence, like I know you felt like you landed that punch, but I weaved the hell out of that because first of all, let me just keep it real with you. I already know we need weapons. The problem is you believe if we don't take care of that weapon in round 1 that we not go get it, and that's why I disagree with you.
We need multiple weapons, so we need to target.
And I agree with you. That's what I'm saying. Like I already agree that we need weapons. I just don't agree that we got to do it in the first.
Why not?
Because I want the best player available in the first, because that's where it's gonna be rare. Like Shotty said, we don't never want to be at 12 again. If you at 12, you need to get what's special and stop thinking need. You thinking need. I'm thinking special. Whoever it is,
I'm not trying to fight, but I just gotta ask this because BPA is kind of sort of dishonest a little bit. What if your BPA is Shador Sanders? That's who you drafted?
Exactly.
I mean, well, of course, there's exceptions to BPA, bro. Like, yeah, of course. Like, see, that's why I'm always keep it real. Is there's exceptions?
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's always exceptions. It's not just exactly pure BPA.
Put it like this.
So it gotta be a little need in there, right?
It can be a little bit of need in there, yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
It could be a little bit of need, but sometimes it ain't no need. Sometimes,
but we do have needs.
Sometimes it's just pure upgrade.
But we do have needs. Or you talking about upgrade?
And see, my boy David hit you on the head, T. You just want your lick back, bro. Like you trying to see why Micah the way he is, bro. Like you see. I already heard Micah stay on the podium, bro. That the reason why he's so competitive is because of you and your sister. I see why, bro. Because you don't fucking quit. Like you got whooped, and you still over trying to get your lick back. And he literally said on the podium that the reason why he's just obnoxiously competitive, he said it's because of you and your sister. So I done already slammed you on your damn head, and you literally 40 minutes later want to try to fight back.
Yeah, man, because I get to get that off my chest. 1,300 yards.
But can I say that is sort of true though? The Dallas Cowboys offensive line was good enough to produce 1,000-yard rusher when they actually committed to running the football. Yeah. And we know that they didn't do that earlier because the Dallas Cowboys were the team with the 3rd most passing attempts in the entire National Football League.
Yeah, and the least amount of rushing attempts too.
Yeah, so all right. So with that, we know that the offensive line, with the current people on deck. Remember, Zach Martin was gone by then. With the current people on this offensive line, they were good enough to be one of the better rushing units towards the end of the season. So knowing that, why would we not just upgrade the running back position, get us another weapon, and then we can get one of these other offensive linemen? Like,
can I ask y'all a question?
Go ahead.
You finishing?
I wasn't, but he can go ahead.
No. Finish.
No, he wants to
ask you a question.
No, ask the question. Ask the question real quick.
Now, but you was actually asking the question.
No, my thing is this, because y'all talking about
We got you, Ray. I got you.
Yeah,
y'all talk about offensive line, like what is wrong? Because I had advocated for Tate Ratledge with y'all and Lou, because I do like him. Like, he's an All-American, All-SEC, two-time national champion, strong, 6'6". Great. They like his RAD score, right? In the Jordan the nines. Like, what would be wrong with adding him as your depth piece and continue on with a Brock Hoffman going forward? Because you did also add Robert Jones, who started 17 games last year. So we're not going to act like there's not already a competition going on at the guard position. It may not be the people that y'all like, but would those not also be upgrades at that position that we can go in, get the weapon that we need? Because the weapon probably will be BPA, and continue to move forward. That's the real question I have to you. Because even if your team offensive line, and we talk about BPA, there are going to be a lot of scenarios where offensive line is not the best player available, boss.
No, I agree. And let me say this, man. I think honestly, and it's not about me, so I'm gonna say this first. I think you and Terrence made some good points on that, right? Y'all made some good points on that. You can't deny that when we really got committed to the run game, you can't deny 1,000 yards out of Rico, bro. So that does kind of speak to the fact that you are, in Terrence's words, I would even improve his word and say more than sufficient. More than sufficient. I think his word sufficient was actually underrated if we look at the production of what Rico did when they finally got serious on running the ball. So I see what y'all saying, and I'm gonna tell you what is gonna literally make me have to do, which I haven't done yet. I have to, and I'm just being honest, I got to really go look hard at Hoffman, and I'm being honest, I have not. You feel me?
You hurt my feelings. I like the kid.
Yeah, bro, who's that?
No, I hear you. And Terrence,
I can tell you the game. Go look at.
You talk about.
Hear me out, and I'm very open to that. I'm very open to that. But I just want to say this first. The second Giants game, I just want to say this first. Like, that's why we're here, for good cases. We're here for people to push back with some good shit. So when you make good points, I'm not gonna shit on it, because at the end of the day, it's about the Cowboys. I ain't trying to win this fucking debate. I'm trying to get the Cowboys to win this. So if you land a punch, and I give Terrence credit, I always said Terrence had a good football mind. You know what I'm saying? That's a good point. Like, when you look at the production that Rico got, based on this line, I think where you dropped the ball, Terrence, is your description wasn't strong enough, and that's why I had to bust you, because you said sufficient, but you should,
because the pass blocking was lacking. So I gotta fix it.
And you keeping it 100. So, and that's where I'm saying, and I'm being honest on what I gotta do, and I will do this. I will go really take a strong look at Hoffman. I'm gonna go look at John's 2 game. Because it got to come in handy with, is the guys that I'm recommending that big of an upgrade over them? Now, this is what I did though, because I didn't bullshit this conversation. I already brought on Vach. I already brought on the OC, and I already brought on Lou. Anybody would agree that them are the best offensive lineman minds in our space. Would anybody disagree with that?
Lou don't be know what he talking about. Nah, I'm playing. Lou my
dog. You dirty. You dirty.
Lou my guy. I be taking shots at Lou,
but I brought them on because, and let me just tell you what every one of them said as coaches of the offensive line, players of the offensive line, you know what I mean, and starters, and one of them a pro player. They all call Hoffman a backup. I shouldn't take that into consideration.
You could take it into consideration, but at the same time, in the 7-game span that he played, everything that Lou said about Hoffman was nitpick. I didn't like his form here. What he did not say is that he lost. What you cannot find.
No, they said more than that.
Yeah, what you cannot find on his tape is a lot of L's, and what you cannot find is a lot of pressures and sacks given up.
Let's do a draft.
Can I do a question real quick? I want to have a question real quick.
I might have to step out, boss.
Damn.
Yeah.
A question for y'all real quick, because we were talking about running backs for a second. All right.
Hold on real quick, right? Just before we go, if you gotta go, bro, you gotta give your final word.
On the quarterback situation
or whatever, just summing up the show, because this is Boss Land, and what we did is we threw it together on the DC universe because we got other people that's a part of the community, so it just made sense to just throw it under the universe.
Well, I got you. I'll say for my final word, I feel like, you know, of course, y'all know where I stand with the weapons and stuff. All I'm gonna say is, a lot of people look at it like CD was, you know, enough, but I say this: you won't dominate a league 2 years in a row with just one guy. You know what I'm saying? They prepare for him now, so I feel like you gotta upgrade. They upgrade, we gotta upgrade. So I feel like that's vital for our success going into the next year. And if we don't do it, I feel like it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be rough. And I feel like you need a premium pick, bro. Like, these people ain't playing with CD no more. They bracketing them. They game planning for CD Lamb. And if I ask you on this offense, who is the other weapon, it's gonna take you a minute. You know what I'm saying? You might be stuttering and stuff. So I feel like it's obvious what we need, and I feel like it'll be vital for us to make sure we fulfill that board. But other than that, man, I like the trade with Joe Milton. I feel like we was in dire need of a backup quarterback. I feel like I told you I like the fact that he's like a lesser version of Dak, more athletic. You won't have to completely change your game plan when he get in, and I think that's the type of role that a backup supposed to have. So that's my final word. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all lock in for the win. Holla at your boy, Landlord from Alabama with the same handle. I appreciate y'all.
Good stuff,
preaching
Landlord.
right there, boy. He preaching right there, boy.
No, that dog Land is a dog.
What Marvin Sapp say? They give him the money. Lock the doors. And give him all
Lock
the
the
money,
doors.
right?
Lock the door. I said lock the doors. Don't let him out.
Salute, y'all.
Salute, dog. All right.
All right. So I got a question for y'all, all right? Because you just got to do a draft here, right?
Actually, I don't want to do the draft.
All right, you don't want to do the draft. All right.
Do y'all want to do the draft?
I mean, we're gonna do what I do.
Listen, if Will Campbell or Ted is on the board, who you picking?
Ted.
It depends on who. Oh, you say who the options with Will?
Will Campbell or Ted at 12, who you picking?
Will Campbell.
Yo, he's something wrong with him. Something's wrong with him for real. Yo, something's wrong with him. What's wrong with him? What's wrong with your man, Hetty?
I already made the case. You just didn't listen.
No, I heard you, but
no, you just listen, bro. Listen, like this is what it come down to. Listen, Terrence, this is what it come down to, and I'm just being honest about this. We do know that there's multiple ways to skin a cat. You got some people that want to be physical, and you want some people who want to chunk the ball. I definitely agree with you that we need a weapon, but let me tell you how I view Ted, and I think I'm being very fair to Ted. I view Ted as a bottom of the first receiver in most drafts. Like, for instance, in last year's draft, if you really think about it, Ted would have easily been a bottom of the first. That's a fact. He would have been right there with Coleman, bro. He probably would have been right there, maybe above Xavier Worthy, which is around 23, 24.
Hey, that's what, boss. The pushback to that is that's the same place Brian Thomas was.
Right, and Brian Thomas was right before us.
Yeah,
he was the pick before us.
But he shouldn't have been. Bro.
Yeah. He shouldn't have been, but we would have all put Brian Thomas over Ted.
Yeah, I campaigned for him, but that's not really a fair.
We would have put Rome over Ted. We would have put Marvin Harris over Ted.
It doesn't matter though.
No, it does matter because it's about value. Because there are certain drafts, like for instance, let me say this true, because the same thing I said about Ted also applies to Will. Will in last year's draft wouldn't have been as high either.
Okay,
I'm keeping it real on both of them.
But it doesn't matter if they're good players this year. We can't.
It does matter because it's about value.
Are you gonna let me finish?
No, I'm gonna do you like you do me.
No,
go ahead, bro.
Listen, this is the point. This is the point, man. We cannot jump into a time machine and redo none of this stuff. You have to draft with what you have available. Right now, in this draft, right, they the guys. It doesn't matter about the other drafts. There are drafts where Dez Bryant would have been a second round pick. He's still one of your best wide receivers you ever had in the entire history of the Dallas Cowboys. Would have been a second pick in some of these drafts. He was a late round pick in his own damn draft. Right? There are drafts where CeeDee Lamb would be a bottom of the first. He was 17 in his own goddamn draft. So
well, Dez failed because of personal reasons. Let's be honest.
Hey, Dak Delusion actually right on this, bro. He actually right.
Hold on. Time out. He's actually wrong. He's actually wrong.
I wasn't done, but point being is this: we cannot use that as the criteria for drafting somebody.
It's not the criteria, Henny.
Hold on. You're pushing it. So this is my point against what you're saying.
It's about play evaluation.
Fam, if the player is going to be a future Pro Bowler or a future All Pro, you take the player. If you believe that to be the case, you take the player.
So you believe Ted is a future All Pro?
Yes. With Dak Prescott, he will be a future All Pro wide receiver.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you my honest opinion. I think he's major boomer bust. Major. Not minor, major. I think it helps him that he coming in as a number 2. I think it helps him that he coming in as a number 2 and take a lot of pressure off him and increase his chances.
With Dak Prescott.
It does, and I agree with that. But I also got major problems with him versus press coverage. I swear to God, I do.
He does. He has hard time getting off that release. That release sometimes.
That's real.
You jam him. Yeah.
My dog Ray, he keeping it real. See, that's putting the Cowboys first. What he doing?
Them off. But here's
that's what he doing.
But here's what he does
first.
Here's what he does do good.
This guy right here. Hold on. This guy right here. Hold on. Let me point right. This guy. Hold on. Let me get my camera angle. This guy right here. He not putting the Cowboys first. But this guy right here, he is.
Here's the thing with Ted. What I like about Ted is his feet on the boundary. He gonna get them toes down. He gonna make those contested catches.
Yeah, he will.
He gonna make them contested catches. Also, what he does too is when the route breaks down, he gets open. He gets open when that route breaks down. If you watch a bunch of tape of him, when his quarterback is in trouble, he knows how to get open for his quarterback.
Yeah.
But here's the thing too: the receiver we need opposite of CD. It needs to be a receiver that can be explosive, who can play on the outside. Because like I said, CD is going to eat in that slot. That is CD land in the slot. Right. So you got to have a receiver that can play on the outside. Now, Ted can play on the outside, but he ain't going to have that speed, though. He ain't going to have that.
Yeah, he ain't got that.
He's got to fight to get open. He's got to fight to get open.
Damn, why Ray broke it down? Ray actually kept it very 100 on that. He did.
I don't like that at all because.
Oh, now y'all fighting each other. Let me watch this.
I want Ted. Don't get me wrong. I want Ted.
Hey, Hitty, look. They fighting each other.
And CD runs similar 40 times. What are we talking about?
I didn't say anything about 40 times at all. I'm just saying CD's going to be in the slot. Okay, but if you want that burner on the outside,
but Ted ain't separating them on verticals. He not. Let's keep it real.
But he's separating across the field, though. You don't have to just run them straight down. And
he don't separate across the field either.
You don't have to.
Hold on, time out. You don't have to separate.
I can show you particular games.
You don't have to. Hold on, time out. You don't have to separate.
I ain't see it. I ain't gonna say you lying though, because I know you watch a lot, and I know you watch all the targets.
It's not necessarily about separation. It's about positioning. And he knows how to position himself. He knows how to stack the receiver. He knows how to do all of that. Separation. He knows how to get NFL open. Give him the ball. Put it in his vicinity.
But see, like Terrence, you my dog, bro. But like, listen, let me tell you, bro. I was with you at the draft last year, bro. I know how passionate you are on receiver. Let me tell you, hey, Ray, you remember how mad he was when we did get COVID?
And guess what? They're the same type of receiver, and Ted's just a little bit more flashy with the contested catch.
I agree with you on that. That's why I said he would have been the bottom of the first or second round in last year's draft. We agree.
And that's fine. It's not about where you take a guy. It's what a guy can do.
His talent nice, and I would have been happy with Coleman too. I ain't gonna fight. I wouldn't have fought. And let me say this too, bro. You was actually right last year. I said this to landlord. Anybody that wanted weapon over tackle was right, because we had an option. We could have easily moved Tyler Smith to that left tackle, and we could have substituted a number of people to play left guard, right? So we still, everybody ready for us to do the mock. Y'all ready?
Well, let's
y'all keep trying to go back to that fight, bro. I ain't trying to fight no more. I won that all.
Here's a question I wanted to ask before we do the mock real quick, all right?
Mm-hmm. You go fight again, bro?
No. It ain't nothing like that by no means, all right?
Cause y'all lost.
So, man,
You
whatever.
lose. You
Anyways, it's kind of a two-part question for y'all, right?
You look at T. You listen to Terry.
Okay, so I'm tapped in with a bunch of people. I'm tapped in with people in our boy Genty's camp. I got somebody in his camp, and he was telling me, they think he may go top 5. I was like, I'm not seeing it, but he's gonna be gone before the Cowboys pick. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So the way this roster is constructed, the way it is right now with running back, when you had Javonte Williams, you added Miles Sanders. My personal opinion, I think the running back that will complement those two running backs will be Trayvon Henderson. What running back do y'all want in this draft if you can't get Genty, because that's probably not happening? Who would y'all want? Because I think Trayvon Henderson is a perfect complement to those other two.
I'm drafting running back like them other two ain't there. I don't give a damn about them. Quinshon Judkins is the guy. He has the physicality and he has enough speed to be a viable option as a 3-down back. He had a much better combine than I thought. Has been proven to be able to run against NFL fronts. People talk about Ohio State. What he did at Ole Miss is really what put him on the map. People forget that he led the SEC in rushing down there, and we know what SEC lines are like. Those are NFL ready lines. So yes, I would take Quinshon Judkins. I like Henderson as well. I wouldn't cry if we picked him up, but we talk about who the better running back. I believe it's Quinshon Judkins.
That's a hard question and a good question, Ray.
My sleeper, Dylan Sampson. That's a sleeper pick.
That's Land guy. He been campaigning for Dylan Sampson.
He has been campaigning hard for him. I will say this. I think we all got to be careful not to just assume that our veteran backs won't win out either, because the veteran backs last year beat out most of the rookies, bro. And we was high on them rookie backs last year, bro.
Who?
Like a majority of them, like we was high on Allen, who went to the Jets. We was high on a boy from USC.
You talk about around the league, okay?
That's what I mean. Is it's like I just want fair competition, and I said that first to say this: the way we're built to be a complementary backfield, in my opinion, which will make me lean Henderson, because then he's your lightning back. Because we already got the Thunder, in my opinion, right? We got the power backs here. And now, yeah, and Henderson is complete. He's very tough in the run blocking.
Yep.
He's also high character guy, super Christian, like one of them super Christians, like super Christian type. Very high.
Quinshon Judkins, a young nigga. That's why I want him.
He a YN. He said he want one of the YNs on the team.
So. And then Judkins, I think he's your upside guy, 4.4 speed, 3-down back, all the size and stuff like that. So if he just came in and just all out just shined, I see him with the higher ceiling. You know what I'm saying? So I would be happy with, honestly, Henderson or Judkins, and I would probably make them two, because I'm really big on pedigree, big organizations and big programs and big games. That's something that's super big to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if you was playing in the biggest games, that's another reason why all of us got to be high on Matthew Golden, because he has a tendency, and I know I switched the subject, but I'm making the same point.
Yeah.
That it's the big game guys. And so I would lean on those Ohio State guys versus sleepers.
Let me tell you a guy. To me, he kind of reminds me a little bit.
Can we draft Ray shit? I know you want to talk about more draft dudes, Dad. This ain't a draft show. This was a debate. He want to turn this whole thing to a draft show.
We're gonna keep it a buck.
Hey,
Abuka is the most complete receiver in the draft.
I agree. Totally agree. I think he's the safest. Well. I think he the safest, and he perfectly fit what Shotty said. Shotty said he want physicality. That's him, dog. That's him, bro. That's him. You know what I'm saying? It's so he not perfect, but he is to me the most complete. I'm starting the draft.
Well, I feel like he don't compliment CD well.
I'm starting the draft.
They do similar things. We can draft them and talk at the same time, man. They ain't crazy. But
you're right.
They do similar things, but this is the thing. You have versatility. He has the athleticism to be able to go out there to the X You know, just like CeeDee Lamb has the versatility to go out there to the X if need be. So they can coexist, and it's hard to game plan for them. They both might be in the slot one time. They both might be out in the X at one point. You don't know what the hell you're going to get if you have both of them on the team. Yeah. And I said this about the boy. Like, he reminds me of Amon-Ra St. Brown a lot when you watch his tape and what he does. Like real shit. So, like, I would take that every day of the week. If he is that,
I would take him at 12 if Pet's not there.
You know what? I ain't drafting nothing because you know what? Y'all can't do it. Y'all just got to talk draft. So this is what I'm gonna do. No, I can't because I've been trying to draft for the last 10 minutes. My stomach growling, my son crying. You know what I'm saying? My son crying, my lady horny, like everything going on right now, and y'all just fucking it all up. So listen, we ain't even finna draft. I'm finna get my final words. Y'all done pissed me all the way off. I'm gonna be all the way honest with y'all. Y'all done messed it up. You know how your lady says sometimes you messed it up. Y'all messed it up. We ain't drafting shit. We ain't drafting nothing, bro. Like I've been trying to draft for the last 30 minutes, bro. Y'all been steadily talking. So, and then the chat been trying to draft, bro. The chat been begging for the draft, and y'all still want to talk about the draft. I'm trying to show you. No, we done, bro. I'm done. So let me do this. No, I'm done. I'm done, bro. I mean it. I'm done. They messed it up, not me. They did, not me. So my final words is this.
He gonna start the draft, folks. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm dead ass. Reconsider. Read some little. Hey, listen.
On the subject, you should.
Nah, I ain't drafting. I'm tired, bro. Listen, dog. Listen, I've been working, bro. You hear me? You see what I'm saying? You feel me? She looking good over there. Y'all over here want to keep talking about what the hell wrong with y'all?
Yo, I'm good.
Hey, I want to be dominant, Terrence. I don't want to be sufficient. You hear me?
Ball is life, man.
All right, so let me give my final word. I'm done. Let me say this. I've been turning you up, front office. I have. I've been turning you up. But I also got to give you credit. Good move today, but this ain't enough. Good move today, but it's not enough. I really want y'all to get wide receiver 2 out the way so bad. I want you to get wide receiver and corner BPA so that we can draft BPA. That's the main thing I'm gonna say. The second thing I'm gonna say, and I mean this, shout out to Ray, shout out to Terrence. Y'all did the man move. The man move was to disagree, but then face your accuser. I always say that honestly about this country. This country was founded on that. You know what I'm saying? Cross-examination, right? To where we can actually talk it out. And we displayed that. It was dope. We ain't gonna agree walking out. But at the same time, it's a good display of how men and women should do things. Me and Henny been doing this. Like whenever we disagree, we say turn on the camera, bro. You know what I mean? And we go fight it out in the public. But I like it when I can just say, hey, shit, let's do a show on it. We disagree. Let's just do a show on it. Let's talk it out. And it was a good fight. I felt like it was good punches on both sides. I really do. Like I'm not hyping y'all. I did come out a little bit different. I did from this good debate. And I think that's what it's supposed to be about, man. So my final word is I think we as content creators need to continue this, like continue the spirit of being able to be the type of men and women that can disagree, but do it in a proper way and face each other. So that was dope to me. And that's my final word.
All right. My final word going to be real quick because I really do have to go now. I appreciate Boss for having me on. You know, this is technically Boss land. He still had the goodness and kindness of his heart to bring my country ass in here to talk football with him. So I do appreciate that. But yeah, man, I am super team weapon. And it really, if I didn't have the faith that I have in Brock Hoffman, I would not be acting like this. If I thought Brock Hoffman was a piece of shit and don't deserve to play in the NFL, I'll be riding with them right now.
Right.
But you know, I believe that Brock Hoffman, and this is my thing. I believe in rewarding people for putting in the work and performing over expectation. Like he went in there, played at a high level, came out great as a top 11 guard. And my only request to the front office is to see if he can do it for 17 games. Right? See if you can do it for 17 games. The last time you gave up on interior players, they went on and they were still good elsewhere. You gave up on Conor McGovern, he was a Pro Bowler this year. You gave up on Tyler Biadasz, he helped solidify the middle of a team that had an NFC Championship game.
Fair.
So why not see if this next interior guy can be something? Even Connor Williams, Like, he ended up getting hurt and his career got cut short. He was getting all pro consideration with the Miami Dolphins before he went down with his basically ended up being career-ending injury. So point being, all the other interior offensive linemen that left the Dallas Cowboys have went on and been successful elsewhere. Brock Hoffman is showing you that he can play football in the NFL. He's showing you that he might be more than just a career backup. And the production, sort of shows that. So see what you got in him and draft like you already got a guard. If it comes down to it and you need a different guard, you can always sign Will Hernandez, who knows Clayton, knows the scheme and knows the system, right? Or you can draft like the guy I really like, Tate Ratledge, who was also All-SEC and All-American, a champion, who's 6'6", 300-some pounds, a superb athlete. I think the man gave up one career sack all of his collegiate career. One. And I'm not trying to just give y'all anybody. I'm trying to give y'all other pristine players. You know what I'm saying? So I'm down there. And listen, I'm giving my final word. Lou already got beat up and put to sleep. His mama was pressed for one of the beatings. It was nationally televised. He walking around here with cartoon lungs, black eyes, and all kinds of shit. So Lou, I'm glad that you in the chat. I love you, but you gotta change weight classes before you box anymore, my guy. But
damn.
But back to what I was saying.
That's funny, bro.
But yeah, man. Yeah, swing. He finna swing the door open and kick Tyler Booker ass right out of their thought process. Cause listen, I don't see Tyler Booker name on none of this shit. I don't see Tyler Booker coming for no 30 visits. I don't see Tyler Booker doing nothing. Kelvin Banks ass got a 30 visit though. To Tyler Booker? Nah. Cause the Dallas Cowboys ain't checking for that man. Dallas Cowboys say they love Brock Hoffman. He said in a bar fight, I'm a ride with Brock Hoffman, man. And guess what? He goes in there, he beat people up. He had what that boy that played for the Giants, man? What that nigga name? Big nasty, big sexy. What's his name in the middle?
Lawrence.
Dexter Lawrence. He played so good that Dexter Lawrence got Twitter fingers. He up here tweeting at Brock Hoffman, man. He done whooped his ass, man. So listen. I
gotta go see that for myself, bro. I gotta make sure.
I'm gonna look.
Terrence, I don't believe you, bro. I'm gonna have to verify that, Terrence. I don't trust nobody. It ain't perfect.
You ain't got to trust me. Hey, matter of fact, hold on, Terrence. Let me finish my final word.
Terrence, goddamn. Like,
let me finish my final word. Go check out the second Giants game. Go check out the Bengals game. Go check out either one.
Man, y'all just hold on. Is this a final word or debate?
Yes. It's my final word. Y'all let me talk. God damn it.
My bad, dog.
Yeah, it's all good. I still love you. You still my guy.
I love you too, my dog.
Yeah, we Gucci. But yeah, but live for
no
real,
diddy,
though.
no diddy.
Yeah, don't play like that. We ain't with the baby oil.
No.
Yeah, man. Go check out the second Giants game. Go check out any one of the Commanders games and check out the Bengals games. Those could be your 3 games. I know you like a 3-game sample size to solidify what your eyes see about a prospect. So I got you 3. I tell you 3 games that I like by Brock Hoffman. If you disagree, we'll compare notes and we'll come back to this. But until then, it's your boy Henny the Moore. I'm team Weapon. I'm team Brock Hoffman. I'm team Dallas Cowboys. Fuck the Eagles. I gotta go.
I can't stand that dude, man. That's my dog. All right, Ray.
Man, first off, appreciate you letting us come on y'all platform and talk this out. I know you think you won, but you ain't win. But I mean, it is what it is, though. But we're glad we were able to talk this thing on through.
I did win.
Anyway, I'm gonna let you think that. All right. Okay. I'm gonna let you think
I
that,
did.
okay?
You put a lot on quarterbacks, and that's the benefit of having a veteran like that.
You heard that voice? That was your head coach.
Outside in, he said, "Build from the outside in."
He was smoke screening just like he was doing that on quarterback.
We'll see.
When he said, he said go young, and he went vet. So you just got to read the tea leaves better, bro. You got to read the tea leaves better, bro. You average at that. You got to get better at that.
Did you know? They were trying to get a Jacoby Brissett. They looked at Drew Lock. They were trying to get a vet.
That's my point. They were smoke screening, and you not peeping that he talked about trenches 3 times. He talked about outside in 1 time, and he only talked about that when they asked him about 12 direct, which makes it a clear smoke screen.
An option in free agency.
Yeah, I think so. We're open to anything.
They know what they're going. I think they're gonna do. I think they're gonna try to make it. They're gonna get an impact player.
I'll let you have your final words. I didn't mean to mess you up. You was trying to take a dig, so I had to just go and hit you back with a couple of punches. But go ahead.
You can see me outside, bro. We can see out, Joe.
No, I don't mess with Dixon, bro.
Yeah,
I shoot y'all. I don't box y'all.
Sunny South Dallas, Dixon Circa, 5109 Bird Queen. Ask him.
Hey, say, man, you see that boy throw it up? He ain't playing.
But no, again, thank you for letting us come on here, bro, and talk this
Absolutely,
out, man.
bro. Absolutely.
The Cowboys ain't done. They got a lot of work that still needs to be done. Like you said, we need wide receiver too. We need some more depth at defensive tackle, man. Maybe another linebacker. You definitely gotta get a corner because I am not solidified with these corners on this team right now.
Facts, bro. Facts.
At all. So all I'm gonna tell anyone out there, if y'all out there getting ready for the draft, don't get hung up on just the names. Go look at the tape, do your homework. Don't fall in love with the sexy names. Like, oh, the Cowboys could have got this person, and they could have, would have, should have. Go see what they do. Perfect example. I always give this example. Look what the Lions did a couple years ago. They drafted players they felt fit their system. Guys that were projected to go in the 2nd and 3rd round, they drafted in the 1st round. They drafted an off-ball linebacker in Jack Campbell, and they took Jahmyr Gibbs in the 1st round too. Everyone had Jahmyr Gibbs going late in the 1st round, beginning of the 2nd round. You pick the player to fit your system best. Perfect example, what they did with Travis Frederick. Frederick came in, everyone's like, who the fuck is Travis Frederick? He came in here and cooked.
That's right.
Same thing about Tyler Smith. Who? He came in here and cooked. Cooked. So they're doing their homework. And what Shotty said was he gonna let these scouts do their job.
That's right.
That's what their job is to scout. And Will McClay, if you look over the success of the drafts he's had overall, he's had good drafts. Now the last couple of drafts have been boo-boo. They've been boo-boo. This draft, the Cowboys have to hit a home run. They have to. You can't afford to be a team that builds your team through the draft and miss multiple years in a row. You can't do that. You got to hit on your picks. You got to. So, man, hopefully they do their due diligence. There's a lot of guys, I think, that are vets on the free agent market. They're going to get signed after the draft, like guys like an Amari Cooper, Keenan Allen. I think those guys are waiting until after the draft is over with to pick where they're going to go. Even what your boy just said, Will Hernandez, I think he can come here and compete. I think he can come here and be a starter if they really did want to get Will Hernandez because he knows Clayton's system. And he had a bounce back year with Arizona, and he ain't going to break the bank. But let the Cowboys cook. I think they're going to cook. I think they're moving a little bit different this year. And let's get my boy Michael Parsons signed, and let's go win this damn thing.
Man, good final word, man. And make sure y'all get them likes up. Our likes compared to how many people. We had almost 300, 350 at one time in here. And them likes is like very disrespectful. It's been some fire content, fire debate. Let's get the likes up, especially. Let's just housekeep that. That's how we go push it. Terrence, close us out.
Man, final word. Boys bring us some good points, man.
Here we go, bro.
Boys bring us some good points, man.
I can smell it. Here it comes.
You gotta attack you do gotta attack the front seven, the offensive line. You do gotta do that. You do gotta, you do gotta make sure that's solid. But we also talked about competition. You want competition. What I hear about competition is we might not be looking for it in the 1st round or whatever, but we looking at it. So I think that, that is probably something that is on the forefront of their mind because Brian Schottenheimer does want to run the ball,
Yeah.
So that's definitely something that, I can definitely see us looking at, free agency, draft, trade, whatever. But I just know that talking to him and just looking at the team, bro, we need weapons, man. And
yeah.
Like you said, it don't gotta be in the draft. It could be
trade, right?
All of that.
Just get the weapon, bro.
Yeah. Look at I mean, as long as they're gonna do what they do, I mean, like I said, as long like we got so many more needs other than offensive line that like, even if it's not a wide receiver, we take a corner, I'd be cool with it.
Right.
Corners out there that if we take it in
Exactly.
first, I'd be cool with it.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know
That's
what I'm
real.
saying? It's just, I'm just, you know what I mean? Like I said, it don't matter where you take a guy. You just want a guy to come in and be productive and
Right.
do the job. You know.
Yeah.
So,
I want 12 to be special. We agree. Whoever it is.
yeah, I don't care. I don't care about as long as it's the offensive line. If it's a player, I don't care.
Right.
You know what I mean? It could be Jalen Walker. You know what I mean? I'd be excited because you know what I mean. That's a guy that.
Yeah. Oh, you like Walker?
Yeah, that's a guy on the other side of Michael would be crazy. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like Walker like that, bro. We'll talk. Hey, I'm gonna hit you up, Terrence. Like I'm gonna hit you up on the private, and then we'll talk about because I know you gonna have some games you gonna be able to point my way.
No, I just he remind me a little bit of Micah that can just do a little bit of everything. You know what I mean? When you got guys that can do a little bit of everything, hybrid. You know what I mean? Eberflus, he does have a 3-4 in his system, so it's like drafting another hybrid linebacker DN type would be good because I know Sam Williams is going to be good, but you know, outside of next year, you know what I mean? I want to bring him back. If he doesn't, you know what I mean, do what we need him to do, you know what I mean? Who knows? So I definitely know that they're thinking about edge linebacker. You can see it in the 30-30 visits who they're talking to. Even when I was talking to Eberflus, she's talking about, you know what I mean, he liked Kenneth Murray, but you know what I mean, linebacker for sure. I know he better be using Mike at linebacker too. We need that.
Right.
But man, I like the way that we're approaching this offseason compared to last offseason.
We way more active.
Yeah. You can kind of see that we really trying to create another window. We missed that window. We trying to create another one, and it's gonna start with this year's draft. We can hit. We good. I don't like how I said these last two drafts is ass because I do like the last two draft class. Like as long as you can get one or two starters out of a draft class, it's a good draft class for me.
Yeah.
And we've been able to do that. You know what I mean? With Overshawn, Tyler Smith, DB. Obviously we didn't get the weapons like we wanted, but we got players. And as long, like I said, as long as if you can get one or two starters out of every draft, which we've been able to do, good, man. And I feel like this year we kind of put ourselves in a position where we need like 3 starters out of the draft. But as long as we don't reach and we, you know what I mean, we get 5 guys, I'm fine with that.
Love it. Fantastic final word, man. And I appreciate you guys. Obviously, this won't be the last time. We did this on the DC Universe, which is where different content creators come under the banner of DC Universe. That where we can just, it's no like one group, it's anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things that if we need to talk it out, we go likely do it under this platform. If it's something that we want to push, let's say if it's like in the season and we still need a weapon, it'll be under this platform. Let's say if me and Ray been talking behind the scenes and he like, bro, we need to push for this and push for that. We go put it under this banner. But y'all stay up, man. It's your boy Boss Cowboy Sports, man. I had a real good time with these gentlemen, real good, smart men, and most importantly, man enough to face a real debate. I'm out. Y'all take it easy. We out.
Yo, peace.